Ugh, it stinks in this room. How long have we been in here?
I don't know. I would say count the towels, but I'm pretty sure we were reusing,
all right,
dare I say, crusty towels.
That's a good strategy.
That one was standing in the corner.
One. That's it. There's one towel. We've all been using the one towel.
Kron,
We've been on
what's this alarm you made me set? Where do we need to go? You just said,
it's excursion day, guys. We're getting out of this room.
okay.
We're going down to the beach because I signed us up. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
Group machete class.
Is that even legal?
I don't know. The guy was like, he had a surfboard next to him. I mean, this seems pretty legit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, he's got his shit figured out then. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Tropical shirt on?
If that's the vibe you want to send.
No, I'm talking about the guy. Did he have a tropical
Even I
shirt
understood that question, Kron.
Jesus, how fucking drunk are you?
This guy didn't have a shirt on at all.
Oh, even better. That's legit.
Okay. According to the map, the class is actually just right behind our room, so this will be a pretty short walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. We're here.
There.
All right. There's a lot of other people here, though. I thought this was going to be like a personal class.
It's whatever you make of it.
Okay, so it's a group. Okay, I like a small classroom size.
I mean, we're a
Pretty
group.
progressive guy. Okay,
Look at that chick over there. You think I should talk to her?
show it off. I guess. Shit.
Hey,
Were we supposed to bring our own machete? Was it like?
Oh, shit. Well, that looks real.
Yeah. Of course they're real. It's machete class, dude.
Oh, okay. Shit. There is this
I
fucking stand.
I thought it was going to be like a wood one or,
Mm-mm. You got to train with the
Oh,
best.
fucking weight on this is awesome. Holy shit. Look at that hilt.
Brian, you got anything in your
Full
pockets?
shaft.
Throw them up.
This already has 550.
Stop, dude.
Fuck, yeah.
What? The teacher's not even here yet.
Mine.
Is that the guy in the tropic shirt walking up with the surfboard? Is that
He
our
has no
shit?
shirt on.
Okay, that's not him.
All right, guys, let's settle. All right, eyes up here.
All right.
Ears on me. All right, hello, guys.
Ears on you.
Listen to him.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Sorry about that,
Hey,
Sensei.
sir.
Sorry about that, Sensei.
Sorry, I'm late. I'm late. All right, I see everyone's got their machetes ready, or we're gonna launch right into it. I know I'm sorry
ready,
for
Your
keeping
Honor.
things up. All right. I'm gonna.
I'm holding mine by the metal part, and it hurts my fingers.
Sir, he's...
All right, just hang on. We'll get to how to hold the machetes. That's later in the course. Don't worry. We'll get to it. So just hang in there. I'll correct you later on. I can't individually. It's a huge class. This is the biggest turnout I've ever had. So hold on. We'll get to you. Don't worry. All right,
Sir,
guys.
sir,
Hello.
I got a question.
Yeah. What's
Hey,
up?
that guy's got a tag hanging out of his shirt. Can I cut it off? Can I cut just a tag?
Hey, you're not properly licensed yet. We're gonna at the end. We're not gonna cut anything until you guys have completed the machete course, and I'll let you guys know when we're clear to start cutting. Okay.
Okay.
I've never felt more connected to anything
Dan,
than I do right now.
It's better to ask forgiveness than permission, dude.
Why is Bones hard right now?
How are you guys not?
All right. Okay, guys.
Chop it off.
My fingers are bleeding.
All right.
That's why.
Let's settle.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take a quick roll call. All right. I'm going to call your name. Tell me if there's anything else you want to be called by, just in case. I don't, dig names. So if I mispronounce it, just give me a heads up. Karen? Is there a Karen here? Karen?
Can I have
Maybe
Karen's machete if she doesn't show up? You didn't say
What are
no.
you gonna
All right, I've got 2 machetes now. Fuck.
She's not here. Sure.
Wait.
All right.
Kron, was you sure that wasn't you?
Karen. Kron.
Oh, okay. I'm here.
I'm not
All right,
putting this
let's-
one back.
when I
Give me
call
the
your name,
machete,
You
you
already
speak
had
up.
one, so
All right.
No, give me the other
Is it
machete. He said I
Kron
can
or
have
Karen?
two. It's Kron.
Shut up and listen to teacher.
Now I've got 2 machetes.
All right. Brahms? Is there a Brahms here? Brahms?
I recognize patterns. It's supposed to be Bones. Dan, did you fill out
Bones.
the fucking name card? Is that why?
Yeah.
All right. And then Dan. Is Dan here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Dick.
DAN.
All right, those are the 3 checks that cleared. The rest of you guys, I don't know what you guys are doing here. That's just, I only have 3 names in my roster, so
Fuck yeah, dude.
Excuse me, coach.
anyone
I've
who's
lost
not
a
in the
lot-
class.
I've lost a lot of blood.
How are you
All right, just hang on. My
already?
TA is out today, so I don't have any. I usually have some support for things like this, but I'm flying solo. You got to just hang in there. Sorry.
Cron. Pressure, release, pressure, release.
All right, everyone who's not
Konami
in Machete
code.
class,
Kron,
please
you got a
disperse. I don't know
Konami
why
code.
this crowd is here. It's just 3 people on my list, so if you guys could actually,
We're drawing a
you know what?
crowd. That's what it is. Like, people they know some shit's about to go down.
Hey, check me out. I'm going to spin.
Can we full spar? When do full
Ow!
spar?
Oh, that's deep.
That's the final. The final is a full spar. Don't worry, we'll get there.
What little blood I had left.
Ooh.
oh, shit.
All right. Look, okay, guys, welcome to Machete 101. That is the first thing I want to say. This is a machete. It's not a machete. I know what I said earlier, but that's just to get people on board. I will not respond to any questions about machetes. This is a machete. We respect the origins of the weapon. Machete. All right. Look to your left. Look to your right. One or all 3 of you will not make it through this class.
Fuck yes. There's fucking stakes. Yes. Okay. Fuck.
I can't swim.
I'm going to lay down for a little
That's
bit.
not going to be a fact. So it's already 1 down. So, congrats to the 2 of you for progressing past that the first stage there.
Cron, huff some fucking spray paint and get up, bitch.
All right. So we're just going to get right into it. I'm running late, so we'll start off here. I have a little, just first off, holding the machete. This is going to be first thing. If this guy just held on a little longer, he would have been totally fine. This is why you just got to stick with it. All right. When you're holding a machete, grab it by the handle, not the bladed part. That's very important.
I did that
Lesson
naturally.
number
Did you guys see
idiot.
that? How? It's like, I just did
pretty
it
good.
first try. Yeah.
You're still hard, too.
Yeah.
That can happen. It's natural. It's a natural response
Oh, okay.
to feeling the weight of a machete in your hand. All right. Webster's Dictionary defines a machete as a broad, heavy knife used as an implement or weapon originating in Central America and the Caribbean. Any questions so far? Hey, hold on. Hey, you think I'm talking up here for my health? Come on.
You're embarrassing me, bro.
Pay attention. Yeah. There's no refunds on this course, by the way. So, what you guys, that's it. This is it. Make sure you're paying attention.
We're on vacation, guys.
Do you guys
All right.
just
I have a little saying.
fucking get out of here? Okay. Obviously, he's speaking to me. Okay. This is my destiny. I am Machete Master. And I think you guys are dead weight. Quite honestly. And you're wasting this guy's time.
Yeah,
You're
Cron's
wasting your
almost
own time.
dead.
You're embarrassing your fucking ancestors. Okay?
We're not even 5 minutes in.
I have a little saying. When you're holding a machete, arm loose like spaghetti. You want this nice and loose. Okay? You tighten up too much, you're not going to get any good chops in.
Cron. Yeah, let's go. I don't think this is for us.
I feel alive, Sensei. You've reinvigorated what was already a really good boner into being a now even better boner.
Dan, you gotta get a wheelbarrow and take me to the fucking hospital, dude.
All right. Can we stop at the shuttle button and get a beer first?
Okay, just a couple, just 8 or 9 to level us out.
They don't charge, so.
Sensei, when will I kill a man?
I mean, honestly, this guy, if he, I don't know about kill him, man, but this guy on the beach here, if there's not a hospital around for, it's pretty remote out here. If he goes, this is the perfect kind of fodder for, practicing chopping. So
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should put him out of his misery?
No!
It's right here.
Dude, Jerry's going to be pissed if we come back without Kron.
But his soul will be inside my machete.
All right, Kron, let's go. This week on 5 Day Rentals, Thunder in Paradise, episodes 6 and 7. Welcome to the box set, everybody. 5 Day Rentals podcast here, covering Thunder in Paradise. It's what you've been waiting for all week. I'm going to be taking you through these 2 episodes. As always, I'm here with my 2 beautiful, sunburned baby boys.
Your bros.
My bros.
Use the terminology, bro.
My brothers. Bones and Kron Howard. How are we?
What's up, dude?
Thank you, Dan. Very, fucking calm and relaxed tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know, it's Thunder in Paradise, baby. You're supposed to be fucking chill.
Easy
You know what I'm
breezy.
Yeah, beautiful breeze. Thunder's over there in the bay, drinking free beers from the scuttlebutt. Anyway, good company around.
Oh,
Maybe your
we got
friends
the
are
best. We got the
down
best,
here on
buddy.
vacation. Yeah. Okay. And speaking of company, we do have a very special guest that has finally arrived here on the 5 Day Rentals podcast main feed. He is half of the always brilliant, always well-researched, very good show, the Weekly Podcast Massacre. Everybody, welcome Greg Anderson to the show, all the way from beautiful Los Angeles, California. How are you, sir?
Thank you, Dan. Thank you. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for the beautiful intro, Dan. Thank you, Kron. Thank you, Bones. Very, very happy to be here for the box set.
No, sir, thank you.
So
'cause
stoked to have you, buddy.
as any guest knows, it's very hard to sit through a 5 Day Rentals episode, and we enjoy everybody who does.
Yeah.
We'll send you a trophy.
And that's listening, much less actually participating.
Guesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of, the thought was, rather than have people sit through an hour and 25-minute movie, we'll make them sit through an hour and 45 minutes of a bad TV show.
I was stunned to see the runtime on the 2 episodes you guys sent me. I was like, because I normally associate like the hour-long episodes with more recent like prestige TV, but I was like, oh no, I forgot. You got to fill out program, you got to fill out programming blocks in the past. So you got to stretch shit out all the time.
Yeah.
Stretching is definitely involved here. But yeah, man, thanks for coming on the show. You got any questions?
I mean, there's going to be some as we move along, yeah, for sure.
Were you familiar with Thunder in Paradise before?
No, I had never heard of it. I mean, like, as I kind of discussed a little bit on our mega draft, I'm a bit younger, on the younger side. So, like, this was over and done with before I was born, I believe. And it was not something I had known about at all. So, this was a new discovery.
Did you ever watch professional wrestling?
Yeah, that's going to be my question. Yeah, are you a wrestling guy?
It's one of those things that totally kind of passed me by. Like, I always knew about it. I've always had friends into wrestling, so I feel like I kind of get the lowdown on what's going on in wrestling growing up. Like, from, in the schoolyard, I hear like Stone Cold Steve Austin, I think, was the big name when I was a little kid. And so I would hear about what was kind of going on with him, every now and then. And the upcoming names, but myself never really watched an event, but I know the personalities, I know the big names. I feel like a lot of them permeated pop culture, so I'm familiar with a lot of the people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, these two know quite a bit more than me. Like, it wasn't something I watched super regularly. And Hogan was still kind of just before, my time. I know he popped back in and out.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I feel like he was like the dude in the late 80s, right? Like, by the time you get to the mid-90s, he's almost kind of a, forgotten era.
Well, he actually wasn't wrestling whenever... This is how this came about. But I think he signed again during this. So,
yeah,
from what I was reading.
I think after this was when he went to WCW and joined the NWO.
So, yeah, I guess he was working too much on Thunder in Paradise. Maybe it was too extraneous. I don't know. Like, fuck this. I'd rather just be in the ring.
He got tired of winning Emmys and...
Probably.
Yeah. Well, they filmed an episode a day. They kept it moving.
This was definitely a first take situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I think Michael Mann came in.
Well, yeah, let's put this
episodes.
let's put this in the this is not Kubrick column.
All right, folks. We are covering episodes 6 and 7, which is actually Thunder in Paradise 2, the movie. If you haven't got caught up, go check out our other episodes, of course.
Somebody rented this. Somebody took this home and then had to drive back on Sunday afternoon to return it. We watched a stolen copy on the internet. Like, think about how much better our lives are now.
I had the VHS, and I transferred them over and gave them to you guys. We didn't get anything illegal from the internet.
That's illegal, dude.
No, it's not. I own
You copied without the express intent of
Written
Trimark
consent.
Pictures.
So it's intent to distribute?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've distributed, buddy.
Yeah, you're a peddler, Dan.
Hopefully they send me to see Quentin. But anyway.
Greg didn't watch that episode.
You're gonna fucking eat those
he's going
words
to.
too. I mean,
I barely know what you're talking about.
He doesn't know anything about Hammerhead yet. This
Everybody
poor guy.
knows
He doesn't know the
C.
threat
Quentin.
that looms.
What you watch? Greg's gonna send a Stinger missile our way, dudes. Better watch the fuck out. But yeah, we are covering 6 and 7 tonight. Like I said, it is number 2. I believe what they're selling is the movies, so that would be episode 1 and 2, 6 and 7, and what is 3?
I can look it up, but bear with me.
So, but gentlemen, do we have anything to discuss here before we kind of get into the plot of 6 and 7? These didn't have a title name either, which I was kind of sad about. Unless I missed it.
Isn't it sealed with a kismet or something like that?
Yes, it is sealed with a
Part
kismet.
1 and 2. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Look at that. Greg already showing up.
Well, they say kismet about 24 times in the episode.
Yeah.
I totally missed that.
That's what it's listed on his IMDb for these 2 episodes.
Oh, shit. I didn't say that on... All right.
Somebody typed that into IMDb.
They were going over Hogan's career.
They didn't do a lot of work because the cast list is missing a lot of people. I was trying to look up who played certain characters and I could not find any info.
I spent a little bit of time because I was trying to figure out if somebody in this episode is in the first episode.
The big guy is the same guy.
that's not the same.
I don't
big guy.
think so.
Yes, it
I don't
is.
think so.
Look it up on Letterboxd. It's the same fucking name.
The first big guy was a professional wrestler.
So is the second big guy. How is he not?
I'm not arguing that he's not a professional wrestler, but this guy looks substantially older.
He's different, right? And he was like I thought he was an NBA player too.
Yeah. The first guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was Gonzala in WWE. I know that.
Okay.
But that doesn't help this
We're
argument
agreeing
at
with
all.
you.
I know. Anyway.
He had a suit that was just like a muscle suit.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Looked like he was nude in the ring.
He had muscles on muscles?
Yeah, his suit is just a bodysuit that had like the muscles drawn on it.
It sounds like you need to spend a weekend with peacock bones and just go through the Raws.
No. I get raw in my own way. I don't need peacock.
Poison Ivy?
God damn, don't bring that shit up.
Okay.
I'm going to take a machete to my backyard. That's for sure.
Because I know... Well, we raw dog all the time. That's 5 Day Rentals, baby.
Shut the fuck up, man. That's our own business, man. Some stuff we don't talk about on the fucking podcast.
I'd say that... I'm not talking about raw dog.
Get into the show. We got Greg here. Quit wasting his time.
Wait, hold on. We don't raw dog each other.
He wants to seal with a kismet.
Seal with a kismet. We open up with a very 90s music video opening. We got more girls running on the beach.
What happened to the old school Thunder in Paradise opening?
This is
I was missing the theme song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Greg, have you heard the theme song?
Yeah, because I did watch the first movie, which has it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So I was missing all this new song is pretty good. I did like this new song too.
Music in this episode, I think, what do they say? Slaps?
Yeah, I agree.
I think all the tracks in this episode
I think there's one song I thought was actually deeply embarrassing, but other than that, the other one's pretty good.
You might be talking about Kron's favorite part. We got more girls in bikinis running on the beach.
Well, and it's all kind of like double. It's like the image is mirrored next to itself. I felt like the ketamine kicked in too quick when I fucking fired this thing up.
The song is kind of weird. Like walking through the desert with no sky. It's...
Well,
is it about you? Is it about me? Something?
I think the only reason it's in the show is because they say the word dream in the song like quite a few times. Mm-hmm. So that's the tie to the episode. It's all about dreams.
Well, he only wants $50 and he says dream. All right. Pay him.
Yeah, we found this in the public domain, and it says dream 30 times.
There were times... Do you know that song Lullaby, Dan? By Sean Mullins or something?
Oh,
It's a late 90s track.
I can see the guy. He's got blonde hair.
Yeah. This song really, like the melody, it felt like it was going to break into that. And then... Yeah, and then later on, the Don't Wake Me If I'm Dreaming song, I thought for sure was...
Does he sing, She's So High?
Is that Duncan Sheik?
Me.
I'll look this up while you keep going.
Is it Rockabye or Lullaby? It might be
Oh, it's Rockabye. It's Rockabye. Thanks for coming, Greg.
Anytime.
Guys, did you notice that this was written by Tom Green?
Yeah.
I missed that completely. Okay.
Yeah, different. I only see one boat, Freddie.
Where's your LeBaron?
Where's your thunder?
Would we ever cover that movie?
I think comedies are tough, man.
Yeah, they are.
As a 5-star banger, though, right? I mean,
that's
true. For sure.
Yeah.
Kron, add that to your list.
I say that, though, and this fucking episode is hysterical.
I just have it written 5 times, Dan, so we'll get there.
Okay. All right. All right, we open up to a lush green tropics, where Trelawney is not properly using a machete as she moves through the thick vegetation. Gentlemen,
is she
I'm
dehydrated?
kill
is she
somebody.
exhausted? What is the deal here? Is it not sharp? Is it?
It's not sharp. It does not look sharp at all.
Well, there's a part where she's trying to hit some vines and she just ends up tearing them.
Yes.
Yeah.
With her hand, yeah.
She takes a good dozen swings.
Maybe the actor was hesitant to swing this blade around with a child, like, trailing close behind or something.
She almost hits her at one point.
Yeah.
'Cause she steps back.
Yeah,
was
you'd
like,
think
oh,
she
shit.
was being cautious around the kid, but she almost clips her with that thing, so...
There are times, like, they show her leaning forward and sort of sweeping the machete, almost like you would shake a bottle at your cat. Like, it's less like she's actually swiping to cut something and more just... It's almost like she didn't realize that she was in the frame. It's one of the very first shots of her. She kind of, like, crouches below, and she's just, like, 6 inches from the ground, like she's trying to clear a landmine.
This was the first point of major confusion for me, too, because I hadn't listened to your second episode about Thunder in Paradise yet, so I didn't know that Jessica was recast. So I thought these were just completely unknown characters, because Kelly also looked way different to me.
Yeah.
That's the same actor, right? It's the same Kelly?
Yeah, Kelly's the same, yeah.
Okay, but she just didn't read as the same person for some reason.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, 3 brand new characters we've never met. And then they revealed that it's Jessica and Kelly, and it kind of blew my mind.
It wouldn't be out of the question to just start with 3 unknown characters, though.
Yeah.
It seems like something... Yeah.
I was going to say, Greg, if you do continue, you will go into episodes like, did I fucking miss? Like, is this the right episode? And it is.
Yep.
Especially C. Quentin. I will say that.
And considering how they write around a particular actor not coming back, like, it's nothing. I mean, it's
Terrible.
2 throwaway lines.
So, yeah, I knew about
Kron
that. I
hates
knew
it.
about Megan. Look, I'm in your camp, Kron.
Okay.
That was a major bummer to learn. Mm-hmm. Although Kelly in this episode, again, I don't know. Maybe I noticed her because Megan was out of the picture. But
Wait, you talking about legs?
yeah.
Something they have never called her before in the show.
That is the first time.
But they call her that probably as many times as that song said dreams. So
Well,
Yeah.
just one guy says it. All right. We come to learn that this is Trelawney, Kelly, and Jessica. They march on to find a dream hollow.
when I watched this, at first I thought she said, "This is the dream hole." I was like, what? What is happening?
Yeah, they
Trelawney-
had to tighten up the production belt. It's not a hollow now; it's just a hole.
Trelawney explains the magic of the dream hollow. Trelawney makes some headbands from the flowers that are growing on the vines here and makes Kelly wear it so she can fulfill her dreams and her love life as well. Trelawney does some sort of black magic around the girls as they're both wearing these headbands. She doesn't really get into Jessica's dream or anything.
I mean, we see it later.
I mean, she's got a father.
We see it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's some Disney movie, right? Trelawney does some black magic around the girls. We cut to RJ Bru here, being chased and shot at by some
Palace guards. There's 4 or 5 different like military branches that they go up against.
They named the country. Was it Tanzania? Tanzania.
No.
It's like Tanzania.
It's not.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
Tanzania?
Tanzania.
Yeah.
So is it not a real country?
I don't think so because I definitely tried to Google it.
Yeah. when you Google it, it pops up like, did you mean
Tanzania?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to ask, is Tanzania an actual country? We're good on that, though. All right. Tanzania.
Yeah.
Because I wrote...
Specifically northern Tanzania. They really whittle it down.
I did
You'd
Middle
be able to
East.
tell if it was southern Tanzania. It's a big
Yeah.
difference. Yeah.
Because I was like, geez, they're
They wouldn't
pushing
pull
this
that
show
shit
all the way.
in southern Tanzania.
So they're being shot at in the middle of Tanzania by all these guards and goons.
Which I'm assuming is Aladdin Nights theme park at Disney or something. Like, is it?
Yeah. I did see in the credits they shoot this at Disney World. That's the hotel is the Grand Floridian.
Do we know what year did Aladdin come out? Was it 90? Was it 92?
2 maybe? Because she references it, right?
92. I was going to say they bring it up. Yeah.
All right, Hulk calls Thunder. As through the episodes, we'll say RJ, Hulk, Spencer. That's just Hulk.
Hurricane.
Yeah. RJ and Bru have a lady with them that they are escaping with. And they're trying to escape. They get to the bay. They fight off some goons. They get safely into Thunder. We cut to RJ strapping the princess in. The goons continue their assault.
Thunder has enough seats to rescue one person.
Well, they used to have 2.
Well, they're down.
They
they're
have as
down
many seats as are in the scene.
So the interior of Thunder is way smaller than the pilot, right? Like it shrank.
Yeah. They did a little bit of work, for sure.
They streamlined it.
Fucking yacht.
Yeah.
All right, we got
Still enough room for a kitchen that requires a digital inventory, though.
You got to keep the necessities, even when you...
Filet mignon.
Well, you're sailing from
it's a
Florida
long
to
trip.
Tanzania. Yeah. Which I'm assuming is an Arabic country. And multiple times in this episode, I guess just twice, but Thunder like sails around Africa, I'm assuming, to get to Tanzania. Would have to, I think. It's a long journey.
It would take like 50 days to get...
Not at hyperspeed, bro.
not a fucking
It goes like
hyperspeed
300
prod.
knots.
We'll get... That's the craziest
You
part
don't even
of
have
this
to.
episode.
You don't have to worry about
That's the
refrigerating your
craziest.
food.
Yeah, when
on the trip.
when they jump in the boat and they're like, well, we better hit hyperspeed. It'll be another 2 hours to get to Asia by
It's only
boat.
2 hours away. It's Tandasia. Tanzania?
Tandon, Asia.
Tandon, Asia.
Let's go Tanzania.
What, did they have to pay Tanzania or something if they used their name?
No, they probably don't want to. You don't want to seem cruel, I guess, maybe. Like, you don't want to seem offensive.
Oh, this is the
A mark they did not hit.
Bru is offensive on so many levels
Bru?
through this whole. Yes.
What, you trying to cancel him now because he's fucking funny?
We're not gonna do that. All right, the goons continue their assault on Thunder, but he's got his armor up. Bru tells Thunder to scan for enemies. Thunder has taken on some heavy damage. Thunder's tech goes to shit here. Bru has to
Big surprise. Thunder doesn't work.
Hey,
That was one of my notes.
hyperspeed work.
That's the only one.
The minigun works. I mean, it doesn't kill anybody, but it definitely fires back.
That frickin' laser works.
Yeah.
All right. Bru has to override the system in order to take out the enemies with a Maverick missile. But our goons here, they bring out the big guns. They lock on to Thunder. Destruction is inevitable.
Inedible.
Jesus. Inedible.
Inedible.
It's edible. It's a missile. Huge explosion. We get a quick cut to Jessica waking up from a nightmare.
Oh, man. I was so excited that the rest of the files were just going to be like blank. This thing was actually 5.5 episodes long. Thought the curse had been lifted.
We're only in episode 6, Kron.
I was thinking for a second, like, did they make the bold choice of destroying Thunder in episode 6? And the rest of the series is going to be about something else.
Yeah. J.J. Abrams, Thunder in Paradise.
Yeah.
Well, we know he fixed Mission Impossible.
Hey, didn't he pay to fucking remaster Phantasm?
He did, yeah.
Maybe Bad Robot will get their hands on Thunder in Paradise. Bump this baby up to 8K. Put it back in the proper ratio.
Add the light glares.
Digitally put Megan back in.
Oh, shit, Kron.
Please. If there's one thing you do right, J.J. Abrams, it'll be that.
This is redemption story, yeah. Mm-hmm. I was psyched with this opening, just kind of like, we just kind of fade to them in this action scene. I was excited. I was like, is this like a Bond thing where we just get a cold open of we're in the action right away? You know, we start off with like a nice set piece to kick things off.
Yeah, on rewatch, I was like, well, I feel kind of dumb that I didn't that I fell for the ruse of the dream. Like they set it up at the beginning of the episode, and I still like fucking fell for it.
It's a fade to white, and then we fade into them running from guards. Yeah,
yeah.
Fucking geniuses, dude.
They got us.
Tom Green,
motherfucker.
Those Canadians, dude. All right, Hulk runs in, not very quickly. By the way, if you're a parent there, you need to work on your runtime there, Hulk.
I posted that clip on Twitter because it cracked me up so much. It takes him a beat too long. He runs in, can barely hit the light switch, and then almost fucking spears her when he sits down on the bed to comfort
he's like
her.
Laying in the bed as soon as the light's on. You're like, what the fuck? And those weird blue sweatpants. All right, Hulk notices Jessica's headdress, or her headband, I guess, and says he will have a talk with Trelawney about her nightmares that she's having.
He's fucking pissed about this dream crown. Mm-hmm. Like, irrationally angry about it. And maybe I'm just bringing in some baggage of Hulk's that we know nowadays, but his anger at Trelawney is pretty troubling in this movie. Or in this episode.
Fucker needs his sleep, man.
Yeah.
He's out here driving 18 hours a day.
He also has
fucking planet.
He has, like, I think maybe the line read of the episode 2 of, that was one heck of a hauler for just a glass of water.
Yeah.
It's like poetry. I love that line. It flows so well.
He's like, I gotta go all the way to Asia to save the babysitter.
Oh, damn it. You fucking stole my recap joke. God damn it. That's ultimately what this episode is, right?
Mm-hmm.
What one parent will do to maintain his free babysitter?
You'd go a long way. We got to Kelly. She's peacefully dreaming. A very attractive man walks up to her.
Is that your note?
Yeah. A very attractive man walks up to her at the scuttlebutt. Every man's soul knows the perfect love and has a quest to find it. My quest has ended here with you. Kelly says, and mine with you. And they kiss. We cut to that attractive man. Prince Amar. What's his name?
Aramor, I think.
Aramor.
It's
Amore. That's Amore.
Yeah.
That's Amore. It's Aramor, I think.
It's the guy who played Anubis in Stargate.
Oh. He looked familiar. I was like,
Yeah.
I've seen that dude somewhere. If we were a good podcast, we would have looked that up. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah, of course.
That's why you bring in backup, bro.
I'm willing to do this every episode. I'll just pipe in and tell you this actor was in this.
Why are everybody's dreams Tandon Asia based?
Did you guys have any weird dreams after all this?
I wasn't wearing the head crown. I can barely wear my retainer.
I only dream about Tandon Asia, so I thought this was really weird.
I legit did have a dream waking up this morning that kind of freaked me out, and it did make me think of this episode just about weird dreams. But I was like in a body of water, like in the ocean or something, and something, I don't know, propelled or launched me out of the water, and I felt the sensation of falling, and I was like bracing myself for the impact of hitting water again, and instead I just snapped awake while still feeling like I was falling for a good 2 or 3 seconds. It was truly surreal, and I like to think that it was the influence of Thunder in Paradise that caused this.
Were you like, how did all this water get in my bed?
Yeah, yeah, for a second, yeah.
I was going to say, fuck, I fell asleep in the bathtub again. When was the last time you took a bath?
I don't take baths anymore.
What?
Not after almost passing out.
You were our sleep naked, take baths guy.
I still sleep naked, but the last time I took a bath, I was in there for too long and it was too hot. And I got out and I almost passed out. And I was like, I'm not dying like this.
With a wrinkly, plummy ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll get a medium body bag. No,
I mean,
he's
don't
all,
get me wrong.
He's all plummy.
Don't get me wrong. It's the equivalent of summer dick, so I wouldn't be embarrassed or anything. I didn't, yeah. My bathroom's too treacherous, bro. I'm too big of a guy. It's too much.
You were the one that got in the bath.
I know. I loved the bath. I loved the bath. Throw a little Epsom salt in there. Yeah.
You could just make the bath a little cooler.
No.
I mean,
no. I'm not going to go through all that. I found an optimal thing, and it bit me in the ass. So.
All right. Just asking.
No. Still sleep naked, though.
Naturally. All right. He wakes up to some sounds of bombs going off. He rings his bell. He puts on an ugly-ass robe.
No, he has his help
yeah.
put on his robe.
Come on, ladies, put this robe on me. There's stuff going on.
Conservatively, we spend, 16 minutes of the episode in this one room with that one setup?
Oh, yeah, it's all filmed in one day, I'm sure.
Yeah, it feels like classic 50s, 60s set TV. I don't think the camera moves off that plane at all.
His father comes in and he asks what's going on. We got a giant goon. He comes in. Which my note was, I think this is the guy from the first movie.
I think we settled it that it's not.
Not the same guy.
Same fucking name on letter. I looked at it the other day.
You don't think in all of wrestling there's another great big guy?
I don't think it's him. This is Jorge Gonzalez, I think his name is. I don't remember who the guy the first one was, but it's not the same dude.
It says it's the same guy on Letterboxd.
Oh, I've never made a mistake over there at Letterboxd. Especially with such high-profile movies as these.
Thunder in Paradise 2.
I think I'm going to be correcting a Wikipedia page tonight.
We may. Okay, I just scrolled through IMDb. I think I actually owe Dan an apology. Jorge Gonzalez is listed as Terramoto in episode 1 of Thunder in Paradise.
Thank you.
The first guy's a lot skinnier.
He does look wildly different.
You can add muscle mass, bro.
Not that much. Not a whole other person's worth.
I tried. I paused it. I had it on my TV. I pulled up the first episode on my laptop, and I still couldn't identify them as the same. Now, given he's got that great big bushy beard in this one, he's playing a warlord.
It's the Tandan Asian makeup they put on him.
He really encompasses Morgador.
That's what I was going to say. His name is Morgador. And he is the goon, big goon from our first movie.
Okay.
Thank you,
Take
Greg.
the win, dude.
Fine.
Yep.
Act like you've been there before.
Dudes, you guys better watch out. I might replace you with Greg by the end. One of you, but with Greg by the end of this episode.
Don't fucking curse him with that shit.
I volunteer.
You can't. No, Grunt, you can't volunteer. Damn it.
It wouldn't be the same show. I could never, in good faith,
These two, they start bickering at each other. The prince calls Morgador a barbarian. His father says he has the power to destroy the whole kingdom because he has an arsenal of cannons pointed at them.
Doesn't he say they're like hidden in the
Yeah.
like nobody can locate them?
Well, they don't have a thunder.
He woke up to them firing, so you could be like, oh, that's over there.
I think that was in his dream. On second watch, I think he's dreaming about the bombardment.
But his dad does talk about like, hey, he will bombard us again, right? Like,
okay.
Yeah, I think the dad is like, that was just a warning of what they're capable of.
How would they would have to point that bitch straight up in the air so it
this
just
thing
came
is
right
so
down?
layered. Holy shit!
Anyway,
I'm interpreting different things every time I watch it. Jesus, it reminds me of like some particular directors.
the prince here, he sees a white rose, which is from Kelly's dream as well, and her face appears in it.
I honestly, we just made the joke about this seeming like different, but this is multiple times in his episode. It is straight up David Lynch shit of characters remembering dreams and basing their actions off of their dreams, and then witnessing their dreams appear like superimposed in the real world, like over roses and things. It's straight up a psychic vision of Kelly that he is having at this moment.
Please put your quote over Thunder
Thunder
Paradise
Paradise
2.
2.
It's Lynchian, yes. Yeah.
Thank you. You heard it here.
And I'm a noted Lynch fanatic too, so I'm not saying this lightly.
His father asks, what's more important than his kingdom? The answer, father, a white castle on a beach. We cut to Kelly at the scuttlebutt.
Disneyland Hotel.
I was really hoping it was going to cut to like a White Castle with like them getting some burgers, some sliders with that setup. I love that his response to what's more important than your home country being bombarded by artillery is like some Florida beach trim. That's like what he decides to pursue instead of saving his homeland.
That's the princess, baby.
The
you know?
things men have done for some strange wool.
Incoming beer can opening. All right. Thank you, Kelly. All right, we cut to Kelly at the scuttlebutt. Trelawney is asking her how her dream went. Kelly says she never finished.
Oh, also, before...
Never had that problem.
Yep.
I wonder what she was doing.
Dream blue balls. What a bummer. Come on, baby.
Trelawney says, well, you weren't double clicking.
The establishing shot into the bar is incredible because it is at boob height. And I think you get 4 sets. Like a couple gets a drink from Kelly and they walk by just as 2 other women come back in, and that's what you follow into the scene. And it's such incredible like television framing, because you're probably coming back from a commercial on this and you're like, tits? Yes, thank you. It's like it.
Oh, this is why I'm watching.
It's great.
This.
Yeah.
Now, is that on your third viewing that you noticed that?
That's first. That's
Okay.
zeroed in.
Yeah, you're just coming out of a Hardee's thick burger commercial.
Kron, technically, I don't think the Hardee's Thick Burger came in until the 2000s.
Going from boobs to boobs.
Mm-hmm.
I would say an Arby's beef and cheddar.
Mid-90s? Is this like...
The big Montana.
Oh, I'm thinking this is like... what was that burger? The McDonald's one? Cool on one side, hot on the other? The McDeluxe or whatever?
What?
When that one... Would they be hyping? You don't remember that burger? It was hot on one side, cold on the other. Had Jason Alexander in the commercial.
What, like the meat?
Yeah, they had the meat
was
and
cold?
cheese on one side of the bun, on one side of the container, and then on the other side of the container you had the tomato and lettuce and everything. The hot stayed hot and the cold stayed cold, and then whenever you were ready you would combine them and you'd get the pristine burger.
That's how all burgers are made. Heat up the meat and you put the shit on top.
Yeah, but this is when you're...
But if you're driving home, if you're like picking up...
Yeah, moments before you are to bite it.
It's just a way to like get the customer to do some of the labor of putting a burger together.
The 50-year-old fan listening to this knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
That was my favorite.
The guy who watched this live on television knows what I'm talking about.
I remember when I used to make the perfect burger right before I ate it in front of a dumpster on my lunch break.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the McRib. I want that cool half hot, half cold burger. Trelawney says that's not good that you didn't finish his dream. Bru and Hulk come in.
Why didn't Trelawney lay out the stakes before she led these people to the dream hole?
Yeah. Great question, Kron. Is Trelawney pretty much
She's a voodoo queen.
To blame for this entire situation?
I mean, if she hadn't made those flower crowns, like there's a reason that Spencer was so pissed about it.
Yeah.
Like he knew the danger, you know?
Hulk is kind of the cause of and solution to the problems in this episode, so...
Yeah.
She does provide lunch. Hulk starts screaming.
She's sort of the John Connor of this whole thing, right?
Who's that?
What? Don't tell me you subscribe to Steve's John Connor shouldn't exist theory. Okay, never mind.
That's a whole different podcast.
That's Terminator Paradox that I'm writing. Greg, you want to write that with me?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Terminator Paradox?
Yeah.
That's a fucking genius title for a sequel to Terminator.
Yeah.
Open on a breast high shot of women walking.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna start there, and then we're gonna transition through all the different makes and models of Terminators. So it's like a reverse evolution, and you get down to the most base metal Terminator. But the basic premise is we start after Judgment Day, and there is a physicist who finds out that John Connor sent his own father back, and he reaches out to John Connor and says, "You are the paradox. You are the problem, and we have to fix the entire timeline. That's the problem with Judgment Day. Like, you have put us in a perpetual paradox." And we sort of solve all of those issues of Terminator. And because of that, we can actually have a sequel that exists both in post Judgment Day and previous Judgment Day, because that's the problem. We want to see both, but one works better than the other.
Anyway, here's your pizza,
I'll shoot
Mr.
you, my
Cameron.
man. You'll notice something underneath.
Hulk immediately starts yelling that Jessica was up all night with nightmares because of the voodoo that Trelawney has bestowed upon Jessica here with this headband.
He's like, "Stop making my daughter have dreams."
I can't get sleep. Trelawney says you need to listen to the nightmares. They're important as well. We got to Kelly. She notices this very attractive man from her dreams is walking down the fucking beach up to the scuttlebutt. Bru takes notice as well and does not like what he's seeing. Kelly runs up to the dude and he recites the same poem from her dream.
Oh, hey,
Kelly.
This is also where you see Hulk's body double.
All right, well, send Greg.
We can't agree
those
on anything in
pictures.
this episode because I don't think that was a body double. I think that was just Hulk staying totally still. I know you said
Greg,
the arm seemed small.
Did you catch that, Greg?
I did not.
There's
No, I
a
didn't
part
see
where
this.
Bru walks by. Hulk, his back is to the camera. He does not move. You just see his like bandana, and his arms are tiny. I swear it's a body double.
Do you think they just slapped like a bandana and a wig on a mannequin and
Yes.
just like positioned it? Yeah.
It was a human, I think.
I think it was a human, but I don't think it was.
You don't
Terry
think
Bollea.
Hulk has control over his body that he can stay totally still for continuity?
No. He's a showman. He's got to look at the camera, dude.
We cut to Kelly. Or no, Kelly wants to know what's going on. The prince introduces himself. Bru says something about... Does he call him a sheet, dude?
I think
so.
Chic, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Some of the shit that Bru says is pretty shitty for this episode.
Yeah.
Didn't age well, as we like to say. Even though it's a made-up country.
Probably wasn't great at the time.
Well, it's still based on, rich, vibrant cultures that provided a lot to the planet that somehow
This
it's
is-
reduced to.
Even before 9/11. So it's like, hey, damn, dude. Kelly...
Yeah, but this is after... Never mind. Jesus Christ. Never mind.
Year.
No, let's dig into it. Let's dig
No,
into
no,
socio-politics
no.
of,
Is this the first bombing of the World Trade Center? 93, 94?
I was gonna say, this
USS
is after,
Cole?
This is after they tried to
Right.
kill W's daddy. So this is after first Gulf War.
That
So
could
tensions
be.
are still pretty high. Yeah.
Sad. Kelly starts making out with this dude automatically.
And they make out, dude. Like Kelly and this dude, we're talking heavy open mouth. Like
Oh, they got
brother
that.
and sister from Twice Dead sort of making out.
Oh, good pool, Bones.
Yeah.
So far, Bones has the pool of the episode right now. Bru tries to step in,
Pulling this whole time.
gets his ass kicked.
That guy pulls a gun on Bru.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. These two
Yeah.
don't hesitate.
He was gonna execute him.
Chrono's like, please, please.
Well, this is, you could still, take a gun on an airplane then.
And smoke cigarettes, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking, obviously, the show is like made on the cheap, but it would have been dope if they would have flown in on like a,
Helicopter?
not a helicopter, like a seaplane, like outside, and
I was
and got out.
wondering how they got to Florida so quickly. Like, how much later is this
Well, by
from?
boat, it's only 2 hours.
Yeah,
So.
with hyperspeed.
He is a fucking prince, so. Hulk runs in. They kind of get the upper hand on here. Bruce started all this shit. Guns are pulled. Kelly breaks it up. She's like, yo, give it a chance. Like, I kind of know what's going on here. Trelawney explains her dream voodoo to Bru and to Hulk there. They shared a dream. That's pretty much all she says. We cut to Kelly and the Prince having they got a 90s, they got a 90s love song going on here. Just another fucking music video, pretty much. How much they
great.
love each other. I like this song more than the first one, I will say that.
Don't Wake Me If I'm Dreaming. Yeah, this one's good. I don't know if I'd have to listen to both of them back to back to really make a determination, but
At the same time.
You
yeah,
guys ever,
layered over. Yeah.
you guys ever swung your spouse? Like
Okay,
held
this was going to be my question because you three are married men, and I wanted to know if you've ever held hands with your beloved and just spun in a circle in a park or something.
Not, I mean, I guess maybe playfully, like I was trying to purposely make her dizzy, but not in like a love, not in a fucking sailing Newport commercial sort of way.
There's a cliff there.
We have done it, but it was part of our pilot training program. So
You got to trust your instruments, buddy.
you can only get up to like, I don't know, a fourth of a G, but it's still good training. So
I don't think we ever spun, but we would do. She'll sign us up for fucking pictures for like spring, fall, Christmas, Easter, Leprechaun Day, like pictures. And one lady was like, "All right, now bump each other with your hips," and I just looked at her like, "Yeah, we're not doing that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to your next Leprechaun Day card,
Yeah.
by the way. I always appreciate
What
those.
do you do? Do you dwarf that? Do you you stand on your knees and put your fucking shoes in front?
I go as like the horror
that's
leprechaun
inappropriate. Okay.
scares the kids.
Warwick
and shit.
Davis and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then she spends the $400 on the pictures and never orders any of the cards. That's all right. Never hangs any of them up. Marriage. What is St. Patrick's Day? Don't want to offend any of our...
oh, I thought it was a separate holiday.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Yeah.
You don't think that culture is deserving of multiple holidays now?
Yeah.
What other ones would they have over there?
You're setting me up to be inappropriate. Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
That's terrible. You could have went with Christmas, but
Oh, yeah, I guess. Do they know it's Christmas over there?
yeah, Catholic. All right, Kelly says, this is too good to be true. What do you feel in my hands? Tender strength. What does that mean? That you'll be there for me. The prince wants Kelly to come with him and get up all in her coffee beans as well. He mentioned something about having coffee with her or some shit. In his country, they share coffee with who they're interested in or some. I don't know.
He's throwing
He
shade
says
at our
coffee. He says coffee with a taste of moonlight, right? Isn't that his line?
So he's a witch.
Yeah. They talk about tasting moonlight quite a bit. Like, it's mentioned maybe 4 or 5 times.
Is there a hole in their ozone layer there? Is that why? Are they getting actual, like, physical moonbeams?
You can actually
That they
taste
can
the moonlight
taste?
in
Yeah.
Indonesia.
Yeah.
Grind them shits up.
There's also a weird part here where he like kisses his fingers and then puts them onto her mouth.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah, but it's date 1, dude. Chill the fuck out.
That's smooth operating.
We got to Kelly and the prince. They're headed out. Hulk and Bru can't fucking believe it. Kelly explains that she'll be back. Bru gives her a communicator in case something bad happens. We cut to Hulk's place. Jessica's doing her taxes in the middle of the night, apparently.
Also, I did the math, and I think she's correct.
With how many...
Yeah, she says that
Hours she slept?
32,000 hours or something, and that's enough for a lifetime. For her lifetime, she has, I think, technically slept a third of her life. I did this today. I pulled out a calculator, and I did... it was like, all right, what's the average lifespan? 80 years times 360. It was like 700,000. So it'd be like 300-something hours if she's 10. I was like, yeah, she's actually like fucking, I hope she's doing the accounting and shit for the scuttlebutt, keeping track.
I think
of
she
shit.
is. She
Yeah.
must be. Yeah. Keeping the books.
Let me tell you something, Jessica. Wait till you have fucking children. You won't sleep ever again. Hulk asks what she's doing up at 2 a.m. She says Kelly's been giving out free drinks. We're super under at the Scuttlebutt.
Someone's embezzled all the money.
Jessica doesn't want to sleep because she's having a bad dream. But it is true, guys. I think we brought up on the last episode that they're just people that get drinks from the Scuttlebutt. She doesn't charge ever.
Well, where are these people supposed to put money? Coming up to the bar in their fucking G-strings and shit.
Maybe they're just given like a room number.
This is before,
They probably have tabs.
Oh, dude. The room number is such a fucking baller move. When you go to an actual resort or hotel that they let you do that. Oh.
No, it's a terrible move.
Oh, I love it.
You end up spending more.
Those Mai Tais were $33.
I don't care.
Oh my God.
We went into Springsteen a few weeks ago, Penny Smasher and I. And yeah, we stayed at the hotel and they're like, oh, you just want to add it to your room? We're like, no, we'll fucking pay for it right here. Like, relax. She's like, that's $100.
Yeah.
We did spend $100 on 2 glasses of scotch, though. We spoiled ourselves. That's right.
That's just one drink where you're at, right, Greg?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking yeah. Seriously, absolutely. I pretty much I limited myself to like a drink a week if I'm going out. That's it. I can't afford anything else.
You only have 1 drink a week?
If I'm going out.
Okay. Oh shit.
At home, I mean, I got. Speaking of Mai Tais, I have a tiki rum Mai Tai right here. Figured it was appropriate for Thunder in Paradise.
I tried my best to try to find something sort of dreamy, hazy.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Kind of backfired on you, though.
Yeah.
Kron, what do you got?
I got a water.
Drinking water. Leave him alone.
Fine, I'll grab one at the break, Dan.
Thank
you fucking peer pressure me into fucking drinking.
Thank you. Hope you get a DWI tonight.
I drive a little car downstairs. My house is so big.
Your wife pulls you over. I thought I told you to stop doing this.
Get out of the way.
I'm not drunk. We got to Kelly back at the palace. Everyone's so fucking happy. They're throwing flowers, handing her gifts and shit. The prince has a lady with him.
Man, Tandon Asia is full of the whitest people I've ever seen.
I was just going to ask, did you guys know how ethnically diverse Tandon Asia is?
Bunch of expats.
Yeah.
I was going to ask...
Kudos to you guys for booking a non-white guest on this episode, a brown guy to discuss this. Yeah, no, that's the right move because, as somebody who's ethnically ambiguous, I'm with an authority on Tandon Asia.
I did feel like we need to give a disclaimer that like our order lists that we have for like guests, like we have not watched ahead, so. It's not like if you get a bum episode, sorry, or if you get something that seems inappropriate, I apologize.
Me and the prince will be the brownest people on the Tandasian set. Yeah. His dad, the king is full on British white.
Exactly what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they're hinting at some imperialism or something there.
Right. That's what I thought too. I give him the benefit of the doubt, and I was like, this is some commentary having this white guy be the king. Yeah.
And just to be fair to Thunder in Paradise, there's been something offensive in every one of these episodes. So
that is definitely true.
They are equal opportunity offenders. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But is it okay when you're stupid? You know, it's
not anymore.
I get that, but I'm saying at a certain point when we go back, right? It's like we all realize this is stupid. I love this very much. Mm-hmm. It's the most passionate I've been about anything in a very long time.
Yeah, did you cry after these episodes
I get such a nostalgia sadness at the end of every one of these.
There's some deep shit going on with Bones and Thunder in Paradise.
I'm trying to work some shit out with this, Greg. We'll be sponsored by BetterHelp by the end of this. Because
all right, this is the first time that the prince has ever brought a girl home, apparently.
And she's got like the virgin scare eyes, like, oh shit. She's going to have to show him a few things. Like, she makes a face.
It's probably why she wants out.
Well, and also the first girl he's brought home, except for the 6 that put his robe on him for him.
I mean...
Well, they're stuck there. It's not like he gets to bring them home. He's returning them.
There's no excitement anymore there.
Yeah.
I don't think. Because they have to do what he says.
Yeah. Sex without love is just fun. Okay.
Sex without consent is not fun, though, folks.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't do that.
Okay, thanks for making what I said weird.
That was my point. We cut back to Jessica. She's having a vision of the nightmare that she had at the beginning of the episode. Is that correct?
I mean, it's not just a vision. Again, it's the David Lynchian,
It's a flashback?
technique of having it superimposed on the wall. She's watching it on the wall, happening again. Yeah.
So we can confirm that Jessica is a robot.
I mean, you guys mentioned in your discussion of the pilot, her being like a little Damien Omen kid. Mm-hmm. And
that's true.
Having visions of the future in the eyes of the Catholic Church is like a demonic ability. So
that's why I left.
What?
It works. Come on.
Hulk comes in. Jessica explains the story of Aladdin with Hulk and Bru, which sounds amazing, by the way. Mm-hmm. If we can get that. Bru and Hulk explain that dreams are not real. Jessica goes into a lot of the storyline of Aladdin here. Like, they got to ride a magic carpet. They're jumping from rooftop to rooftop and all this shit.
There was street trash and riffraff. And Dad, I know you don't want to buy it, but Bru, you better like it.
I like when Hulk's dreams aren't real, and then I imagine he would say I used to want to be the WWF champion, but now I'm just a guy with a super boat that owns a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
That's going under.
You got to give those things up sometimes.
Yeah.
Your hotel's doing shit, Dad. It's record loss. I did the taxes the other night at 4 a.m. We cut back to Kelly. She's being pampered, apparently by the prince's servants or helpers or whatever they are.
The ladies in waiting.
Yes. The prince comes in. They kiss. He gives her a gift. It's a dress for her wedding. You princes waste no time. The prince clears the room. He explains that the destiny of his kingdom is weighing in the balance. We got our Mortador comes in, our big guy. Kelly asks what's going on. The prince explains to show allegiance to this guy, he must sacrifice his dream. He explains that Kelly will have to marry him. Not him, Mortador.
I sold you for a pack of cigarettes. Sorry.
I mean,
all right, so was this his plan from the beginning? What the fuck is going on here? Did he bring her here knowing she's actually going to marry Mortador?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which makes me question, why not just fake an interest in some other lady?
Yeah,
right?
Anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
And then wait a few weeks and then
one of the ladies behind you.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Which one gives the worst mani-pedi?
She never matches my underwear with my robe, so yeah, send her out.
All my towels are tiger striped.
Kelly says, fuck this, and runs over to the communicator and calls for help.
It's interesting she was able to get a signal on that, considering it was obviously cut in half.
Well, it also gets crushed as she's talking.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, Morgador breaks it. They could have put maybe one or two pieces of, or little dabs of Gorilla Glue in between it to help fake it, but...
Yeah. I love the noises, though. The bleepy, bloopy noises as Mordor crushes it. Mm-hmm. It's perfect.
Back at Hulk's place, Bru and Hulk wake up in Jessica's bed. They get the voicemail from Kelly. Jessica freaks out about her dream. She says that Hulk says it's nothing but a dream because she thinks it's going to come true because... Of course, thunder blew up with Bru and Hulk in it. They tell Kelly to give the rest of her... or he tells Kelly...
No, he tells Bru to go get fucking Trelawney.
Oh, no, they pack up. He tells to get Trelawney to babysit. And then
How
Jessica...
awesome is that, right? That you just got two women... that whenever you need to dump your child on, it's not even ask Trelawney. It's just tell Trelawney.
I will say, too, Trelawney is the name of a character in Harry Potter that is like a visionary fucking dream. Like, her magic ability is that she's able to like look into the future and prophesize and shit. And we know that J.K. Rowling stole the name Harry Potter from the movie Troll. So I'm just theorizing here. She also stole Trelawney from Thunder in Paradise. I think J.K. is a big Thunder fan. Yeah.
I think we got our Hannibal Buress Cosby moment right here. Holy shit.
Yeah, this will sink her. Yeah.
This is going to be trending on Twitter, as they say. Mm-hmm. All right, Jessica tells Bru the rest of her dream so that he will remember it.
Yeah,
which is
hashtag
pretty much
Thunder and Hogwarts.
So if you remember that, it's Aladdin. So she's pretty much reciting Aladdin to Bru, so he'll remember it. We cut to the palace.
Again, I think it's fucking hysterical that she runs up and starts yammering, and he says, well, tell Bru everything. Like, he just passes her off to somebody else and then fucks off. Like, how awesome would that be, Dan, if your kid came up and you just were like, all right, tell Kron, and you just fucked off and had a beer?
I feel like as this show goes on, they, like, every episode, they're like, oh, shit, we still got that kid on the show.
Yeah. Write her in somewhere.
And we got to get a boat in here? Fuck.
Look, I'm already having trouble with fucking Thunder's speaker system over here. You deal with Jessica's shit. God damn it. All right, we cut back to the palace. Kelly pretty much is being held against her will here. She tries to change the prince's mind. He explains, or he elaborates, why he's doing this to Kelly. She says there has to be another way.
Listener, if you've ever wondered when somebody turns the page, you just heard that.
Yeah. I could.
All right. Did you draw a little arrow at the bottom of the page to
CONT
turn
apostrophe D?
I have handwritten notes this week. It's a rarity.
I was going to ask if that was a regular thing. She showed us earlier.
Used to be. And then I moved. Then I found out that the cell phone actually cuts on my time for plot. But I have been known to do a more detailed plot than my other two
necessary
fabulous co-hosts. But then when I do skip shit, they bring it up. Like, oh, what about that?
I think that's kind of like the whole point. That's why you leave gaps, so we have something to do. There's a Three Bears situation here, Greg. There is a
Okay.
One of us gets it just right.
Me. Every time. He explains it.
I'm the Papa Bear.
Yeah. And Dan's the Mama Bear.
No, I'm the girl that eats the porridge and leaves.
That's Greg. He's the non-bear.
Oh, I gotta be a bear? I'm gonna be a cocaine bear.
Yeah.
Trending.
High as fuck. Was it, Greg, did you see it?
I've not seen it yet. That might be one I catch later. Yeah.
The excitement in your voice is palpable.
Look, like drinks out here, movie tickets are not cheap. So I got to be selective.
It sounds like
It's why I met the New Beverly all the time. It's way cheaper than any other theater in LA, honestly.
sounds like you're ready to move to a Midwestern city, Greg.
What's the ticket price down there at the New Bev?
It's typically like $10 for any kind of screening, $12 for double features. Yeah, so you get 2 movies for $12. Like that can't be beat. I think even triple features don't go above 12. Yeah.
Have you seen Tarantino at any of these?
No, I think it's pretty rare for him to actually show up there. Like, I've been a lot. I've never seen him. Man, he's busy podcasting these days. You know, he's joined our ranks. Yeah.
He smashed us just by having episode 1. Fucking celebrities.
Yeah. I am nowhere near LA, and I know that the New Beverly just showed like the Blade trilogy. Like, it's insane how it permeates
I went to
culture.
That. Like, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was at that screening. It was great. It sells out. They generally sell out almost every screening, but the standby line is pretty generous. Like I've never not gone into even a sold out screening there. You just show up early enough and get in line, and you'll get in. Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah. But we're talking about. Oh fuck! He even says what city in Florida it is.
Clearwater, Florida.
Clearwater, Florida. That's right. All right, our prince, he explains to Kelly why he's doing this. She says there has to be another way. He gives her the headband that Trelawney made up for her at the top of this episode. The prince tells his people to prepare her for the wedding. Kelly tries to make a run for it. We get 2 bigger guys that come into the room and say, yeah, that's not happening. We cut to Thunder tearing it up on the open water here on the way to save Kelly. Bru explains that they have another 2 hours, even in hyperspeed, to get to their location. Hulk is hungry. Bruce starts putting some food plans together, runs an inventory and realizes it's fucked. And then he goes and actually takes a look and says, we only have a can of mushroom soup and a frozen burrito.
He has an RDT handheld thing like the guy at Lowe's who's trying to check and see where the pallet is for their kitchen inventory on this stealth boat. And to be fair, he is like, I'm in a creative mood, right? They've got 2 hours to kill. What the fuck? But I don't know. This is just comedy, man. This is just great comedic writing. Right?
Do you think?
Because the standard would just be MREs, right? But why not fill out some character here, right? You're building up Bruce's character. You're giving some backstory to the boat. It's great. I want to know where all the missing inventory went, though. I hope that's addressed in a further episode.
It won't be.
It was a fucking chimpanzee, and you know it.
All right, Jordan Peele.
If they do some crazy Back to the Future 2 and there's a chimp that's been running around the whole time,
I would be so happy. Oh my god.
I wouldn't put it past him. That's all I'm saying.
I think Hulk was like, this is my favorite meal. Put it in the episode. It's a frozen burrito and a can of cream of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Just dips it in there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he tells Bru, like, hey, it's 8 a.m. where we're going. Let's just have a breakfast buddy, which I demand to know what a breakfast buddy is. Is that just a burrito? Is that I don't know. But
I will say that they did put that in because I did have a note that was like, this like makes no sense because they're like waking up from nightmares and shit. And then when you cut to Kelly, it's like daylight. And then he's like, oh yeah, it's this. And I was like, all right, at least somebody thought of that, I guess.
Yeah, the writers, they know what they're doing here. Don't doubt them, okay? Yeah.
have we gotten any night shots in this show?
No.
Have
right.
they shot past 5 o'clock?
No.
I don't think they have the technical ability to shoot at night.
Okay. The only light they have is just to shine on fucking Hulk's muscles, right? Like that's everything else.
It's olive oil
is just
and
true El
natural
Natural
lighting.
Soderbergh.
A
baby.
Barry Lyndon style, yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually the same cameras they used on
who
Barry
directed
Lyndon.
that movie? Oh, that little guy right there.
Guys, Trelawney gave him a gift basket before they left. I forgot to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes into play here. It's just a whole bunch of chicken and her hot sauce, and they dig in.
Uncovered fried chicken. Yeah.
Hey, but luckily,
That
Dan,
has-
it's the only thing you've left out so far. So
Great job, dude.
Thanks, guys.
You knew just what to leave out.
I was like, yeah, I'm not going to need that. And lo and behold, we'll see. Love at first bite. They have a good dude convo here. Bro shares some childhood date stories. Thunder interrupts him with some warnings that some heavy artillery has been detected. They move quick into a mine situation here. One of them comes up from the bottom of the sea, and Thunder shoots out a laser to take care of it, blow it up. Mm-hmm. Kind of a shitty minefield, right?
I don't know. It seems pretty futuristic, badass to me, but
as opposed to all the great minefields you've made.
I mean, it just seems like, why would you shoot your missile up into the air that high? I don't know. Isn't the point of an underground mine to hit the boat and blow it up? I'm not a...
I don't know. Maybe you're
Yeah.
And
All right.
I think sea mines are, you just like run into them directly, right?
Right, that's
I don't
what I
think they
thought.
shoot up like bouncing Bettys or
Yeah.
whatever.
maybe
Yeah.
because they did not know how to design a fucking laser underneath Thunder. So for the sake of the action staging, they've got to get the missile in the air.
Yeah.
It looks cool, though. Right?
I think it's a
Had
fun
you
little
guys seen-
sequence, but
Had you guys seen the laser on Thunder before, or is this a reveal of a new
This is
gadget?
the first time, I think.
Okay. I was very happy to see the laser capabilities of Thunder. This was awesome.
yeah, we know we have a minigun, we have grenades, we've got rockets, we've got a laser.
Hyperspeed.
Yeah, the only thing we're missing is
Hyperspeed.
like a
It's got stealth.
Tomorrow Never Dies, the little decal that pops up that's got the little line cutter. That'd be pretty great.
And
yeah.
a topless chick poster in there.
Yeah. Well, and then of
It's got
course
a microwave.
Trigger is
We
its
know
own
that.
weapon.
Thunder
They
scans.
don't microwave that chicken. That kind of bums me.
In
out. I
the
don't even
first
eat chicken,
episode, it is really upsetting. They just bite into it straight. Who knows how long they've been out there in the water, and they're just like, "Oh, cool, some chicken that's uncovered," and
Been in a boat.
yeah. Which, like, hey, Trelawney, come put some tinfoil over it or something, at least.
Thunder
Kron's
scans
just itching to ask if we think that's clunky chicken or not.
It didn't look ash covered, so
Okay.
I will say, too, because, like, Bru gives a whole monologue about a date he went on with Wanda Trichondinosis. The entire monologue is delivered through a mouthful of chicken, basically. It's kind of hard to listen to.
And you were like, how did this guy not get an Emmy?
Yeah.
He's doing great work, man. Towards the latter half of this episode, he gets some genuine fucking nods from me.
All right, Thunder scans for more bombs. I'm trying to make it to a fucking pee break here, boys.
Okay, sorry.
Thunder scans for more bombs. They're in a minefield in the middle of the ocean. Bru gives a history lesson here on why this minefield's here, which I always appreciate about this show. Mm-hmm. At least they try. I didn't write any of that shit down, but anyway, he gives
Well, they say there's no way that the Northern Tanzanian army would have been able to place these mines, and they say, yeah, but the Russians could have. And they're like, oh yeah, that conflict from 5 years ago. And that's all we need.
You know, I got behind a car the other day, and it had a sticker that said, Cold War, I survived. And I was like, what?
Maybe they were one of those like duck and cover kids.
I just thought that was kind of weird. I was like, huh. I was like, okay. Didn't even know they sold those.
That's a subtle way of telling you that they are going to drive 4 miles with their right blinker on.
Before they turn.
Yeah.
In their Subaru.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fucking Subaru with a... Did it say coexist on the other side of the fucking bumper, Dan?
Kind of. Probably.
Mm-hmm. Did they have glasses perched on the top of their head? And a fucking ponytail?
And a fucking Patagonia vest on.
Yeah.
they had one pair of glasses over another pair of glasses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why pay for bifocals?
Like the driver and the taxi driver and cat people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I heart labradoodles. All right, we get a history lesson here on why that shit's there. Hulk has does a free dive to detect some of these mines. He sets them off with an actual fucking metal detector underwater.
Is that the same metal detector they used to uncover the necklace pieces from the first episode?
It probably was. You watch the first one again, you tell us. Bru live streams into Hulk doing this because that's something Thunder can do. Hulk triggers one, Bru gets it. We go through this for a while. Hulk gets down to the last one. But the trapdoor's stuck, guys. So naturally, Hulk takes it upon himself to lift it up, and he gets it just in the nick of time. He returns to Thunder. They hit hyperspeed, and we hit hyper P, boys. We take a pee break. Welcome back, everybody, to the box set here on 5 Day Rentals. We are fucking treading water here with Thunder in Paradise episodes 6 and 7. We have a Thunder malfunction like we normally do. We have a prince who has taken Kelly, who can't finish.
It's my prince impression.
I would die for you.
Bones, you gotta do a different song.
Little red Corvette.
I was going to do...
No, Kron, that was you twice.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know a lot of Prince songs.
Let's do... what's that one?
Raspberry beret.
Cream. Right? And then
You just
Deo 7. Deo 7.
How does the bat dance one go?
I
We got
am
a live one here.
the new king in town.
There you go.
That's Party Man.
I love
Party Man, thank you.
I walked into a conversation at work, one of the head guys, and I walked past to go.
Are there guys there that don't have heads?
Yeah, it's I work in Sleepy Hollow. And he's like, "Oh, I'm an early Prince guy. I don't really like his newer stuff."
Yeah, after he died, man, his shit just went downhill.
Started putting out
Something
all those
changed about him.
Yeah, he started putting out all those B-side compilations and shit.
I just wanted to be like, "Look, dude, everybody is." Like,
Yeah.
it's a dumb shit comment. Anyway, Kelly is with a prince. Bru does not like this. What else do we got here? Jessica's having some bad dreams. Trelawney has put her black magic voodoo on these two ladies, and this is why we are
Jessica's going for her MBA. Hurricane can't get any sleep. We haven't seen the old man. We didn't see the old man all episode.
Yeah, I thought about that when I finished it the other night. I was like, oh, shit.
Uncle Charles.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Uncle Charles.
He's back in Oxfordshire this episode.
Yeah, probably.
He's out, like, I don't know, researching the racehorses owned by Christopher Walken or whatever he did in View to a Kill. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's St. John Smythe's right hand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fucking nerd alert.
Hey, you're talking to a fresh Bond fan here.
Fresh.
I know.
Fresh Bond obsessive. Like, it hit me like a ton of bricks
Welcome,
in the past
buddy.
couple of months.
We're happy to have you.
Thank you.
Greg, I mean, you are the special guest tonight. I didn't tell you to please fucking pimp whatever you want on the show.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Let's do that
In
now.
that case, let's get Cajun Cron, Brian De Palma, Jesse, all of them. Let's just bring them all in, one after the other.
Oh, shit. Oh, he's using his pimp card to summon Kron's characters.
Is that allowed? Yeah.
I will tell you, there is a ample opportunity for Cajun Cron to show up later. So
Okay. All right.
Wait,
I think
hold on.
any episode with Trelawney, you get an opportunity because the voice is basically the same.
Oh, Karan, I was trying to ask which episode he was talking about to see if we could figure out if he's watched it all yet. Yeah.
and
So which episode?
BDP is not a character any of us do. That's the actual...
Right. Yeah, the actual person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fucking asshole, that guy.
He gets a Zoom link every week.
At least he knows how to use Zoom. Paul Verhoeven just doesn't understand it. He doesn't... He's always yelling at us to, like, delete, end the call, but...
I mean, I've been fiending for some Hinkle lately. I'm just saying.
He's pissed.
We cut to Tanzania.
Yep. You got it. Nailed it.
Bru and Hulk are in the bay, of course, because that's where they always end up.
Did you guys notice when they were on the open sea, they still had, like, a beach line on the viewer? Like, they're supposed to be 2 hours away from the shore, and you could still see a beach
I just thought
20
it was
feet
funny.
away.
I was like just going like back and forth. Like, oh, that's waves.
And there's no autopilot. Fucking Hurricane
Yes, there is.
holding on the whole time. But they
there's
don't
like
use
there's
it.
like remote control. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I thought there was autopilot in an episode before, wasn't there?
Well,
Yeah.
when you're in hyperspeed, you got to have a human that can react faster than a computer.
This is the 90s, Kron. Computers weren't that fast.
I will say Bru sells the hyperspeed way better than Hogan does. Like when they lean back.
it's a very refined acting technique you need to perfect to sell hyperspeed. Yeah.
It seemed like he was a little late because Bru hits it and he's like,
Do you think in like the private father-son acting lessons that he obviously got from Jack Lemmon, they went over hyperspeed?
Well, Jack Lemmon knew he's the one on the boat in Some Like It Hot.
He saw the writing on the wall.
Or whatever, yeah.
You think he was proud of that he was in Thunder in Paradise?
That Jack Lemmon was?
Yeah, of his son.
Hey, okay, you want my wild take?
I'm just glad you moved out.
Chris Lemmon is doing some work at the end of this movie that is like, that fucking rivals Jack Lemmon's comedic timing, dude. When they are in the fucking jail cell, we are talking apartment, some like at hot level, fucking comedic chops.
Is this a good or a bad thing?
It's awesome. It's awesome. I just knew, I was like, I got to be prepared for like the what the fuck are you smoking argument to this. But I think when Chris Lemmon is on in this fucking show, he is on.
I will say I think Bru maybe is one of the most enjoyable characters in the series so far. I was prepared to really hate him in the first couple episodes, but he's proven again and again to be one of the better assets.
I wonder if writing maybe continues that way as the series goes on. That could be maybe it's a Breaking Bad sort of thing of like, well, hey, actually we kind of like this one guy. Let's keep writing to him, you know.
He evolved from a guy who fucks a boat into guy who I don't know, playfully misappropriates a lot of cultures.
I love how this episode we've compared this show to David Lynch and Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I think we even had Kubrick involved.
It's a straight line. It's a straight line. Thunder in
This
Paradise
is 3 years after Twin Peaks, where prophetic dreams do play a big part. So I think it's obvious, the connection there.
Lynch watched it and he's like, "Man, why didn't they call me?"
I could have done one with a fucking boat.
Oh, they're stealing from me.
Bru notices a water wheel and says, "Hey, that's just like the one in Jessica's dreams." Hulk says it's got to be a coincidence. Hulk gets all the equipment ready. We cut to Hulk and Bru.
Talk about a stretching sequence, dude. The 25 seconds of him slowly getting up, getting hangers out of a fucking wardrobe, cocking a few fucking MP5s.
Well, we've already went through what they were going to eat. What do you think that was?
And then you got to have Bru say, remember to bring the fucking grappling ropes.
Well, we also got 3 music videos as well. So altogether, this was 45 minutes.
What are we in? Like, how bad are future episodes that this is the one they turned into a movie?
That is my question at the end of this. I'm like, how is this the movie? Like, you should have turned...
Because it goes international, maybe?
Hammer.
This will play you.
Yeah. Do you guys know where the split was between the two parts? Because the file I watched, it just flowed right into it.
I couldn't tell either.
Peg it either.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe
I bet it's right after Kelly asks for help, right? Saying like, hey, I need to be rescued.
That's what I was going to say. Right after she does the call when he crushes it, like that'd be a good kind of...
Yeah, it splits in half, just like that communicator.
Yeah.
It's visual storytelling.
I mean, wouldn't we had a better... with 3 and 4, right? See Quentin, Hammerhead, the whole Hammerhead saga.
Yeah, I got the impression from you guys' episode that was like Hammerhead carried over between 2 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Like he returned.
Like, make that the movie.
Yeah, but they also kill him at the end of episode 3 and he comes back in episode 4, so I don't...
Greg's like, fuck, now I gotta watch these.
I'm excited. I'm pumped, honestly.
All right. Hulk and Bru sneak into the palace. They don't blend in whatsoever. They see Kelly getting dragged to her wedding. Let's
Great
boogie.
classic who gives a shit about proper POV with the binocular. like, so he's stationary watching this whole thing, but they obviously just threw the filter on the camera, which is moving with the wedding party, which I thought was great.
I mean, you did watch this 4 times, right?
Do the fucking work, man.
All right. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. We follow the wedding party. Bru and Hulk do. No one seems to notice them. Apparently, these parlor palm trees give great cover. It's a house plant.
I love the image of them on their stealth commando mission in broad daylight. Yeah. Could not be more obvious.
Maybe that's why they pepper in all the other white people. So you get the belief that, like, oh, these other white people would just blend in, right? Like, if...
Yeah.
Oh, they must be training.
They look like Tanzanian natives.
Yeah.
They decide to hit the high ground on the rooftops.
I mean, why? How hard is it for them to just do the classic, like, whoop,
knock somebody out?
Knocks 2 guys out and put on some stuff. Like,
camo and all. Like,
I guess you're paying for Hulk. Like, you want those guns out. You want those 24-inch pythons on display.
Mm-hmm. We're not covering that pretty face.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta see the hairline, or no one's gonna believe it.
That hot dog tan skin. Bru and Hulk here, they decide to take the high ground and they start hitting the rooftops. But they get fooled, gentlemen, by none other than a fucking net.
Classic.
It gets dropped on them by some of the goons here. They lock them up in a cell. The bars are electrified, just like San Quentin.
What is this this jail situation?
Or C. Quentin, I'm sorry.
So it's just open to the outside. It's just like on a side street.
Yeah. It's like between like like a hole in the wall restaurant and like a fucking.
Hey.
Yeah.
They have electricity.
You're right. Yeah. To be fair, they give up instantly as soon as the net touches their skin. They're just like, well, that's fuck it. We're done.
Oh, you gotta conserve. You gotta conserve energy. Mm-hmm. I mean.
Live to fight another day, brother.
Yeah. So I think we see why they're ex-Navy SEALs. They just don't have the motivation to really see it through, you know?
Why didn't they just fucking shoot them? Why would you throw a net over them?
2 heavily armed, like, random strangers walking through your tent. Yeah.
Bru takes 20,000, or they both take 20,000 volts. And they kind of pass out in the cell. We got to Kelly.
Hay looked pretty comfortable, man. Like when they get blown back, like I was like, that look. Just lean into the fucking knockout. Take a nap, bro. You've been on a boat for 18 hours.
We cut to Kelly. She's wondering out loud where Bru and Spencer are. The wedding continues. A guard comes to check on Bru and Hulk. They're talking about how long the wedding is going to last. The guard starts to eat. Some ladies drop some food off.
There's a great joke with the "I will now silently read from the wedding book."
This is one of my favorite parts of the episode.
God, that is...
I guess that
is so funny.
I guess they couldn't get the rights to the ceremonial book of Tanzania.
Okay, see, my thought was they had a gibberish Tanzanian language they tried out and then realized, okay, this is too far even for us.
They brought in the Klingon guy. Like,
yeah.
Can you make something up? Yeah.
But they just had this white actor like mouthing or like pretending to speak some Arabic language, and we're like, okay, we can't do this. We have to just like give an excuse as to why he can't speak Tanzanian here. So it's a silent reading from this book, but he's still mouthing the words as he's reading it.
Well, they even try, because Bru, Hulk, I think, asked, like, what's happening at this wedding? And he's like, well, he's going to silently read from this book.
He's an expert in television culture, yeah.
They doubled down on it.
It's almost like Hulk forgot that he got married 5 episodes ago. Like,
Bruce starts to talk about a disease, trichondinosis or some shit.
trichondinosis. So,
Trichondinosis,
which is what he referenced his first date's name as.
yeah.
But it is an actual disease. It's like an actual parasite.
Right on. Which is an animal that lays eggs in food, and they freak the guard out with this. So he allows them to check the food. We also get an alien reference here as well. Bringing it back to Walter Hill, baby. Bruce says that there's a test they can do. The guard buys this and lets them look at the food.
Big
I
mistake.
don't know if you guys played much of like 90s point and click adventures, but this felt like a puzzle from like Monkey Island or something. Like you have to trick the guard into eating the hot sauce that you just randomly have in your inventory that you've been trying on everything before this, and it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That title sounds familiar. Monkey Island?
Lucasfilm, right?
Yeah.
Was that or LucasArts?
LucasArts
I
like
played,
point and click adventure games, yeah.
I loved Maniac Mansion.
Oh yeah, great game. Yeah.
I never got into Day of the Tentacle, though.
Yeah. Grim Fandango is maybe the peak of that run. Yeah. But they really set up this hot sauce, though. They talk about it quite a bit.
Yeah, Hulk mentions it when they're chowing down on Trelawney's chicken in Thunder.
Yeah, but not only do they let them into the cell with the hot sauce, they show them with cell phones. Right?
Yeah.
They didn't
I think
confiscate.
so.
They didn't have time.
Okay.
They had a wedding going on, That's all
true.
All their time went towards
everybody's
that,
flustered.
Yeah, have you ever tried to get a human out of a net? Like, it's not easy, dude. It takes time,
But
How many people are you netting?
What was the movie we covered with the net gun?
you guys haven't done Predator 2, right? That's got a net gun.
Was it Twice Dead? Again? Twice on this episode?
I guess I was thinking like sci-fi, something like Nemesis or Split Second, but
No, it was Running Man.
how the fuck did I forget Running Man? Oh, because that's a good movie, and I always fucking tune those out from our references.
This hot sauce.
At one time, number 1, man. Dethroned.
Where do you think this hot sauce falls on that? I don't remember what the name of the scale is, but there's that scale of hotness.
Scoville?
It sounds
Scoville?
intense. Scoville, yeah. Seems intense, though.
Are these ghost peppers or?
Yeah, it's above the Carolina Reaper.
Yeah. This would be the final dab on hot ones. So, Hulk, you were famously in an...
Famously.
You were famously in a sex tape. Caught fucking your
brother.
best friend's wife.
Yeah.
I didn't like the angle he was filming, by the way. I was bloated, brother.
What kind of responsibility do you as an entertainer feel to go after a site something like Gawker? Wow, I can't believe you guys really found that. You guys got a really great research crew here, huh? I've watched a lot of hot ones. That's a spot on. Check it out.
Bru and Hulk, they take the food from the guard. They cover the guard's food in Trelawney's hot sauce and give it back. And we all know what happens from here.
His asshole blows out
Yeah.
Gets the shits.
like a
Bru and
Russian
Hulk.
fucking sea mine.
Bru and Hulk kick the door in and head to save Kelly. Why did they just fucking do that in the first place?
Well, the guard's right there. You got to deal with him first.
Well, they take out the
Knocked
second
out
guard
the
at
guard.
the door.
Yeah.
You don't think RJ Hurricane can handle this guard?
No. That's why I brought it up. And you know what?
Doubting him, Kron.
Tom Green didn't either. That's why he wrote it this way.
This is the Tom Green Show. Meanwhile, the wedding starts. Bru and Hulk hit the rooftops again. Why? You got caught the first time.
They would never look there. It's so obvious.
Stick to the plan, brother.
They continue to sneak in. A guard falls to interrupt the wedding that they take out. Hulk and Bru rappel in. All hell breaks loose.
An incredible cut.
Yeah,
His body falling in.
It's kind of sweet, actually.
And them rappelling in and shooting.
The shot of them rappelling with the guns firing is pretty sick, yeah.
We got all hell breaking loose. Machine gun fire from all angles from the guards. Bru and Hulk, they start firing back. Of course, they get the upper hand. We got the big guy. He comes in. Hulk and him naturally start fighting. Good old
they end up shooting
by
a
the
bunch
national
of
government.
They only end up shooting a bunch of potted plants. Like it cuts to like plants being shot up by Bru and Hulk.
How PG can you be with this shooting? Yeah.
We got a good old-fashioned wrestling match going on between these two. Hulk gets caught in a headlock and then choked, but he powers his way out of it. Hulk puts him in a sleeper hold, surrender or die, and the big man surrenders. The prince's father interrupts and names Hulk the new warlord because he got Mortador or whatever to surrender.
Well, it's because Mordor used the word battle
Yeah,
before
this
they
is my
started fighting.
battle.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Through the laws, through the eyes of the Tandonesian law, you know.
Yeah, they're very semantics based
Yeah.
people.
Brought him down like Capone.
They used the word battle. That's it, man. It's a heavy word in Tandonesia.
I did not say battle. Nah, you said battle, bro. We heard it, dude. You fucking said it. Everybody heard it. Fuck you guys.
So apparently with all that, now the wedding is off. Hulk wants no part of any of it. But now the prince says that he can marry Kelly. And she's like, wait, what the fuck? No. We cut to Hulk and Bru enjoying the celebration for them because of all this.
Well, it's a good, like, the rule of three, like, what? Sort of joke. Like, they say, hey, you're the warlord now. And Hulk is like, what? And then Prince says,
what?
yeah, and we can get married. And Kelly's like, wait, what? And then there's like a space or something. And then randomly Bru is just like, wait, what? Like, the buildup is, it pays off, man. It's good shit.
Yeah.
And I'm a comedy fan.
You a comedy guy?
Yeah, it's huge.
Never knew.
And you got Tom Green writing your script. You know.
Jesus.
This is true. Chock full. We got Hulk and Bru. Like I said, they're enjoying their celebration. We get a joke here of Hulk being hungry. It's baked bat lips, apparently.
Hope they got some cream of mushroom laying around.
Speaking of lips, I kind of unintentionally did a little like extra credit and while I'm prepping for Creed 3, which I'm seeing in a few days.
Did you watch the Hogan sex tape, Greg?
I mean, I kind of always that's like a once a week thing. I revisit that quite a bit. Yeah. But no, I watched Rocky 3. I rewatched Rocky 3, which he appears in his Thunder Lips. Yeah. I will say his performance as Thunder Lips in that movie more impressive than I remembered. He starts out just as like the heel, you know what I mean? He's literally snarling at Rocky as they're wrestling in this like charity event. But then when it's over and Rocky's like, hey, you know, like hey, it's a good fight, like you know, you don't have to go so hard, and he's just like he shows his range because it's a completely different register for his voice when he's like talking after the match. But he's just like, hey, this is how the game was played, brother. Like, it's good match, all good. And it's his switch from like a heel to just like a normal everyday dude who's doing it for the kids or whatever, for charity, is pretty incredible. I was impressed by that, the way he managed to change modes there.
Dude's got chops, man.
Yeah,
that's something about that wrestling circuit. Like, if you can make it, it's fucking Juilliard. I don't know. Batista's my favorite actor. I mean, look at all
the talent it's produced in the world of film.
I
know you're saying that in jest, but
I think we agreed, Kron, that these wrestlers, they're not terrible.
I mean, they
got something.
They're not terrible, but I think if you stack up all the wrestlers who are not making movies against the ones who are,
we might save that for another day.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I mean, I feel like he's pretty beloved in this movie, but like Andre the Giant and Princess Bride, good performance, man. Yeah, it's a classic, classic character of cinema.
And Kron, you can't argue that Hulk Hogan is going to be the most covered actor on 5-day rentals.
I think maybe just the older wrestlers were doing cooler movies at their peak, Like The Rock is
80s.
He's just doing bubblegum movies.
Hey, the Rundown is good.
I'm just saying.
Rundown's great.
Yeah, but it's like Roddy Piper was doing They Live and fucking Hell Comes to Frogtown and shit.
Yeah.
They were doing weird stuff back in the day.
They were producing high art.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hell Comes to Frogtown.
But who broke the mold? I mean, is Hogan the guy that broke the mold? I mean, to be in a Rocky movie is at the time, it's pretty. It seems funny now, but that was like a prestige thing.
I mean Rocky 1 and 2 are two. Yeah, they're like you're right. They're prestige movies. Yeah.
I mean, now Batista's like purposely doing weird shit, and Cena is more of a comedian than any of them have ever been. So it's.
Has anybody watched any Stone Cold movies? The Condemned.
I've seen parts of The Condemned. That's the one where they're on the island and they're like, it's like a battle royale that's like being live streamed.
We can't forget George the Animal Steele doing Ed Wood films. He kind of set the template there. Yeah.
Damn, I should have been a wrestler.
Yeah, me too.
All right, I can admit I was wrong. I said these wrestlers aren't good, and we've given 15 examples of how
George
great
the
they
Animal
are.
Steele, dude.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
George the Animal Steele, man. Come on.
We'll look at the future here, and I will say that there may be a category out there that features that. So you never know.
This memory just surfaced, but I was at a convention once, and I saw maybe the saddest image I've ever seen in my life with my own eyes of the Honky Tonk Man sitting at a table with his little sign for autographs and photos, and just nobody approach it the entire convention.
Damn.
Just and the look on his face, the way he was hunched over, just truly broke my heart. And I considered, again, I don't know much about wrestling. I only knew he was a Honky Tonk Man because of the sign on his desk in front of him, or the table in front of him. But I considered being walking up and pretending to be a fan or something. But I couldn't muster the courage,
How much was the autograph?
It was probably $10, I'd imagine.
I would have went. Yeah. I would have went.
Was he right between Barbara Crampton and
I remember I think
that's who I was
right near
of,
his table was Sid Haig was at this convention, and
shit.
I don't know if you guys ever watched American Horror Story, but the one that played the Pinhead in the Freak Show season was there. or in the same area. Those are the kind of people around him. Sid Haig was fucking great. I talked to him for like 5-10 minutes. He was fantastic. Meanwhile, the honky-tonk man was overhearing our conversation and just like, crying aside.
God, like, who the fuck is Sid Haig?
It was brutal.
Yeah, some publicist getting the shit kicked out of him.
Hulk and Bru, they try to figure out how to get Kelly out of there. The prince announces that he will marry Kelly. The king comes in. He tells Hulk that he will marry his daughter, who's a pretty good-looking lady when she comes out. They both think that Bru says, like, oh, anytime this happens...
Good joke subversion with it.
The what?
It's a good subversion of the joke. Because Bru's like, hey, I've seen this in a movie.
She's going to be
they come out looking like Dick Butkus.
I mean, that's the thing. They kind of ruined that reveal, though, because they set it up of like, hey, she's going to be ugly. So you already know right then she's going to be a knockout, Yeah.
Which she's not bad.
Yeah.
Karan?
Yeah, Karan, what'd you think?
I had no issues.
You've been judging these women...
Very.
Yeah, I have like a power ranking of all the women in Thunder in Paradise.
So you send me that later?
Okay.
It's Megan, space.
Mm-hmm. I wrote her name 10 times.
The king also reveals that Bru is in charge of the women in waiting. So this would mean that he would have to take care of them, sleep with them, and all that stuff. The job entails pretty much a little dream of his own. So yes, this is where Bru has
a little dream.
It's a long one.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
I think.
We get more girls on the beach. They're all around him. Kron, I mean, this is your...
They rub his nipples. It's so weird that they included that. He's laying on the ground. Fantasy. Yeah, and they just start rubbing his nipples for him.
I mean, if you were a man in that position, would you not allow that?
I'm just saying it is more perverted than like a nudity would be in the episode. I mean, it's just so fucking out of left field.
What other things did they shoot before they got to the nipple rub, or was nipple rub early on? Like, is that?
Well, and there's
I feel like you work up to nipple rub, right?
There's even a part where they're rubbing his nipples, and he like looks directly at the camera and winks, like, this is the life.
I mean, I'm not good. Pass that up.
I wouldn't argue. Yeah.
It's
if they're
it's
rubbing
great
nipples,
until you know what it comes with, though.
I gotta mention his massive turban he's wearing during this whole scene too. It is cartoonishly large. It is like the Sultan and Aladdin level.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we get past that.
Who was it? Was Will Smith a better genie than Robin Williams?
I don't know.
No.
He was fine. Like, he was okay.
I didn't even see it, so I don't know.
Shut the fuck up, Bones.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
I have no idea why, but I saw that in theaters. It was not good.
Yeah, I never watched it.
Well,
yeah.
We might cover it one day.
I guess enjoy what we do have of Will Smith.
Emancipation?
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
might be a while. I know Chris Rock did.
The king says, if this is cool with you, we'll begin your transformation immediately, because the ladies will have to remain pure. What do you mean? We're going to have to cut off your Johnsons. That's a no. Bruce says it's time to go. If you turn down the gifts of the king, you die. This is coming from one of the giant fucking goons.
Yeah. They have the classic joke of they turn to each other and Bru's like, it's time to, and then they look at each other and yell at the same time, split. Yeah. Did that survive past the 90s, that type of joke? Of like the two characters looking at each other and speaking the same word?
I think,
like yelling it.
I think Bones has written it into Terminator Paradox, so.
I mean, a portion of the film will take place in the 90s, Kron. Obviously, I need the lexicon.
Yeah, you need it. Yeah. John and Sarah will look at each other and go, Terminated! Yeah.
There are honestly some faces that Hulk makes in this that rival like Silent Bob. Like the weird, like, ooh, like his reactions are Kevin Smithian. And what a good dude, man. Like his bro's about to get castrated and he's like, nah, fuck that.
All right, look, comparing it to Kubrick is one thing, but to say it's on the level of Smithian.
How dare I?
Hold on here. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, is nothing sacred to you? But
let's slow down.
Kevin Smith is rolling in his grave.
Well, he's got all that room now. He's slimmed down.
Yeah,
rolling a blunt in his
he
grave, probably.
Yeah, that's a better. Yeah, good job.
We got a giant fight. It ensues.
I think I'm sorry to break the news, but I think he recently stated he's giving up weed.
Oh shit! I think the movies will get better or worse.
I don't know.
Have you watched any of them?
Kind of seems like it's only uphill. That was that was like 15 years ago, dude.
I think the last one I watched was probably Jersey Girl with my wife.
Wow.
I was like, this is bad. As everybody says it is.
I genuinely like Tusk. I've seen Tusk twice, and I had a good time with it.
Okay.
It's got a Johnny Depp section in the middle that is dog shit. That is just it's so bad. But outside of that, Tusk, I think, is pretty fun.
Okay.
Yeah. I enjoyed Tusk. I always say I need to rewatch Dogma, and I just haven't.
I don't think Dogma will hold up.
That's what I'm kind of scared of, maybe.
Yeah.
Because it's been years.
I know Strikes Back doesn't really hold up, so. And I was hesitant to try to seek out Clerks 3 because I was like, I don't know, like.
I don't need to see Clerks 3.
It feels like an MCU thing. Like, do I need to have seen other ones? Am I going to go in with all of, like, the continuity?
I will say Clerks 2 is, like, fine. I think Clerks 2 has, like, a couple of jokes that work, you know?
Yeah, well, I was thinking about that. It's like, I know I've seen Clerks 2, and I don't know how much I could tell you that happens in that movie. I mean, but
I know it's got Rosario Dawson.
I think that's where they do ass to mouth. Isn't there like a big joke in Clerks 2?
I think
so. Yeah.
They did a donkey show, and
a guy fucks a donkey. Yeah.
All right, let's get back to Paradise here. We got a giant fight that starts. We got Bru and Hulk. They battle their way out. They run through a shitload of gunfire. They take out some guards along the way. Thunder's called in to meet them. This is pretty much what we see at the beginning of the episode, almost. They have a nice fight on some scaffolding here. They fight up and down it a few times. We got
This is some stunt show spectacular shit.
Yeah,
on the scaffolding up.
Got some pretty good stunt work here, is what I wrote down as well.
That is what it feels like a live show that you would see while you're eating a turkey leg or something.
$34 turkey leg. And a lukewarm Pepsi.
We got a flagpole that Hulk pushes Kelly and Bru onto to the next roof. We also get Bru. He gets stuck on a ladder.
Funny.
The ladder is like a 5-minute sequence.
It's funny.
It goes on for so long.
My note was, when did Rumble in the Bronx come out? Because this seems like a clear inspiration here. After this, we go down a zip line that Kelly does. And, of course, somebody chops it off whenever Bru and Hulk go down. Kelly, she remembers the Trelawney headband. That's how she gets down the zip line. It's strong as hell, apparently.
Hulk couldn't break it. That's the test.
Let me see that. Bru and Hulk, they take another way out. They find a carpet.
Did you think that Hulk was going to hold on and they were going to hold on to him? I thought for sure that's what we were going to do.
I thought like all three were going to go down together. Yeah.
It was pretty disappointing that it was just Kelly who ziplined.
Yeah,
after all that set up.
When she went, I was like, how are they going to throw that thing back up there?
Yeah.
You need the magic carpet, though.
And try as this poor stunt woman may have, her form was too good for me to believe that was Kelly. She got a nice tuck. Those feet came up. I mean, she fought
Kelly
any bit of that
probably got
dip.
a nice tuck later on in life.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up what actresses got to go through to maintain
Stay
viability.
young.
It's fucked up. Let these women age and let them perform, okay? Women have stories too.
Not every movie can be everywhere, everything, all at once, Bones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Yeah, I love everything.
Everywhere, everything, everywhere.
All the time.
All the time, all at once.
Yeah. And when it wins Best Picture, every movie will try to be
everything, everywhere, underwear.
All at once.
Although Variety reported this morning that they're putting money on Maverick.
Ooh. Oh, that's a wild take.
They think it's going to be split. I think it's going to be split.
I would be fucking psyched if
it'd be
Maverick
the Fablemans.
Hell yeah, dude. I would be pumped if Maverick won.
Dude, if Maverick won, the next 10 years of Hollywood are looking bright. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, if it inspires we have to go back to practical, I'm all for it.
Fuck. Oh my god. I can't imagine.
All right, Bru finds a carpet here, and he says, remember the flying carpet in Jessica's dream? They use it as a hang glider.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. They just fucking fall.
Do they know how a hang glider works?
No, apparently not. Because I was like, what the fuck was that? They just fell.
Yeah, they
shouldn't be getting up.
They jump off of a roof. I mean...
Yeah, they don't really hang glide at all. I figured they'd
Yeah, at least hold the corners and let some air fucking build up in there.
The work Bru tries to do. He's like, there's an updraft coming from the street.
It's this part, right? I think it's this part where Hulk has a line of you're about 50 bullets short of an assault rifle. Mm-hmm. Another contender for best line in these two episodes.
Yeah, Bru and Hulk here, they just fall. Kelly eventually finds them. The prince catches up to him as well. Kelly tells her to stay. Oh, he tries to convince Kelly to stay. She punches him. They fight off more goons on the way to the bay and finally make it inside Thunder. They take off. We got our big giant guy here. He starts with the artillery. Thunder detects large missiles coming at them. Hulk mentions Jessica's dream. They have to override Thunder. You can change a dream. They take a few hits.
Yeah, I was taking a few hits during the end of this fucking monstrosity, dude.
So this is just like Jessica's dream that happened at the beginning of the episode.
So they film, 30 seconds of the boat driving and setting off some explosions, and then they just shoot that from 4 or 5 different angles and then just show that over and over and over again.
We have the same scene extended here.
I would like to see the rig that they're obviously driving over that is creating that effect for the rippling fire, parallel to them. Is it the Steven Spielberg, they run on the stick and it makes it look like, a bullet's hitting the ground next to you sort of thing.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because it is a boat. in motion and things captured in camera. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
All right. Bru, he wants to launch manual, but to take a few more hits from the artillery. And he decides to abort this manual launch and go back to the computer launch. And it hits their targets. Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we all understood what the fuck he was talking about here and how they had avoided blowing up. It all made complete sense.
I think this was the most I paused and went back in my notes. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are they?
He's got one
What's going
round.
on here?
He's got one round. He wants to shoot at the main artillery that's shooting at them. Thunder says, no, I'm overriding and I want you to shoot this target. And he's like, why the fuck would I shoot that target when I could shoot at the guy that's shooting at me? All Thunder had to do was say, oh, hey, that target is connected to everything. And that would be, plus it's like an ammo dump. Like, wouldn't you think that it would cause a fucking awesome explosion anyway? So the confusing thing to me is he says 6 clicks to the right and he moves the cursor obviously to the left and down. It's
Man, hey, write it up for the IMDb goofs section.
Yep.
You got to put it in there.
I was just thinking, like,
shit, you reminded me of something.
whatever turret they ended up blowing up, do you think the guy who was in that turret, his daughter was having prophetic visions all week about him blowing up?
Probably.
Yeah. Don't go to work today, Daddy.
Yeah. Dreams are just dreams. They don't mean anything.
Change dreams.
I would highly recommend people go to the actress who plays Trelawney. Go to her IMDb trivia. It is one sentence, and it is incredible. Maybe I'll pull it up at the end of the episode and read it. If you want to read ahead, by all means. It is incredible.
All right, so once Bru does this, they hit the targets, take them out. They hit hyperspeed and head back home. They hit up to 250 miles per hour here. Back at Hulk's place, Trelawney and Jessica are playing...
Not Stan, they're on the water.
Sorry. They're playing a rodeo board game?
Mm-hmm.
Not sure. Daddy Hulk, he busts in with Bru.
Wait. All right.
Yeah?
So Trelawney is playing with Jessica, and Jessica makes a bad decision. And Trelawney says, I'm not going to do the voice. My child, you're trying to get to nationals, and you're stuck out in the swamp.
Oh.
Oh,
She's in the swamp?
You
Yeah.
think that's all it takes to get me to come in here?
Yeah, I do.
Holy shit. Is that Cajun Cron?
Oh, you better believe it.
Cajun Cron, you are just so up to date on your 5-day rentals.
I'm on every one of these episodes.
I know, it's...
You're very popular.
It's frankly too much.
He's been sitting here silent on the Zoom just the entire time.
Oh, Cajun Cron,
You're
don't
blowing
freak
up
out.
You're moving the veil, Greg. You can't.
Don't freak out.
Yeah.
This is our friend Greg. He's from Los Angeles.
Oh, a Yankee.
Yeah, we weren't sure how that would go.
Everybody is a Yankee to me. You understand?
Even the people that live in your town, or
I live in the very bottom of Louisiana. Everyone above is a Yankee. You fucking Yankee scum.
damn, Cajun Cron used to be such a nice guy.
Oh, I'm still nice. Don't worry.
Swinging. Oh, okay.
All right.
It's playful.
Yeah, it's just fun. Oh, by the way, once a year we have a big old rodeo down in the swamp. So that board game is accurate.
How many fucking bulls are you losing in that swamp?
Oh, so every single one has gone under the water and not come up.
Are you?
They are not natural swimmers.
Are you all caught up on Thunder in Paradise?
I don't even know what that is. I just hop into the Zoom call.
You got great internet connection down there in the bayou.
Mm-hmm. All the wires run under the water. It's incredible. We got these frogmen that hook it all up.
Frogmen.
You're confirming fucking frogmen?
Oh, they exist. They exist. Who do you think's eating all those bulls from the rodeo?
Oh shit, that sustains them, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's why we do it once a year.
Okay. I mean, if the payout is great internet,
it's worth it.
Yeah.
What happens when you get frog legs from frogmen?
No, you don't. The frogmen are so quick. You cannot catch a frogman. That is utterly ridiculous.
Hey, come on, Dan. Come on.
Sorry.
Be realistic here.
Yeah, be realistic. Get a fucking grip.
Whoa. I don't think I've ever heard you use a curse
It's
word
playful,
there.
though.
Yeah,
He told you
all
it's
fun.
playful.
It's playful.
Can you send us a copy of these board games? This board game? I think we'd like to play it on the podcast.
Yeah, very collectible. Do you have $800 in cash?
I will get it to you, sir.
Oh, you are a fucking rube. You fucking...
Jesus Christ. I think that was uncalled for, but ladies and gentlemen, Cajun Cron.
Thank you for having me.
Missing Canadian Cron.
Please don't mix those up. Yeah, come on.
I would just say etouffee Bones, etouffee Greg, etouffee Dan.
Oh,
Etouffee, sir.
etouffee. I can't tell you how much it means to get an etouffee from you, Cajun Cron. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Apparently, we'll have some rodeo board games coming from our good friend down there in Louisiana. Daddy Hulk busts in the door with Bru. Jessica asked if her dreams were right. Kelly pretty much says, "Thank you for saving me for all. I'm sorry for all the shit that I put you guys through. Drinks are on me tomorrow at the Scuttlebutt if you want to come."
As if she ever charges for drinks at the Scuttlebutt.
Exactly. Bitch, we know they're free. We cut to the Scuttlebutt. Kelly's working, wondering where Bru and Hulk are because they haven't showed up that day. And then all of a sudden they show up. She goes to make them drinks. She looks under the bar there and pulls out a white rose. And then lo and behold, all the other folks are carrying white roses as well. And everybody has a beautiful laugh. End credits. Thunder in Paradise. Episodes 6 and 7.
All right. Bones, correct me if I'm wrong, but the white rose didn't appear in anywhere else other than like the prince's room, right? That was the only time we ever saw a white rose.
I believe so.
So how does everybody else know about the white roses?
No idea.
Okay. I guess everybody just shared a dream that night.
Some sort of collective dream fugue state they all entered.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had 2 hours in hyperspeed to get back to Clearwater, Florida, so maybe she mentioned it.
I'm sure fucking Trelawney is like airing all this shit out to everybody too.
Yeah.
She's giving them all visions.
Yeah.
From shit she's putting in the chicken.
How awkward would that be? Like if you weren't a regular and somebody handed you a rose and said, "Hey, in a little bit, we're all just gonna pull out a white rose, and creep this lady out. Would you participate in that?
Hey, just roll with this. Somebody had a dream recently, and they were absconded, by like a Trandonesian prince. Mm-hmm. It's just an in joke. Just roll with us, please.
Yeah. But what's Trandonesia? Well, it's like Arab, but it's not. Okay.
You remember that conflict 5 years ago with the Soviets?
Oh, okay.
The Russian mines and the sea.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh,
they're like what, 3 hours away?
Yeah.
No, 2 with hyperspeed.
Yeah, if you've got hyperspeed on your boat.
Okay.
It's a little
obviously
quicker.
I mean, this is Clearwater, Florida. We've all got hyperspeed.
Go see Dave, my boat dealer. He'll hook you up. I mean,
you did it, Dan. You got through it.
yeah. How many more episodes do we have?
Not enough.
15 something. I don't know.
God damn it.
We'll see how that ends up. I have Kiki Shepard's IMDb trivia pulled up.
I did read it at a time.
Yeah, what is the one sentence?
The one sentence trivia for Kiki is Kiki was a dancer on the 49th Annual Academy Awards. Parentheses. At least this one, maybe more. Close parentheses.
Is she still alive?
Yeah.
How does she? How has she not read that?
At least this one, maybe more.
I think she wrote that.
Yeah. She can't remember.
It's all just a whirlwind.
Yeah.
It was a wild time, starring in Thunder in Paradise, dancing for the Academy Awards. Who knows what happened? Yeah.
Oh, fuck. But yeah, guys, that was Thunder in Paradise, episode 6 and 7. Like I said, that is considered Thunder in Paradise 2 if you are looking on Letterboxd or IMDb.
Or you own it.
That was a movie. Yeah,
you never returned it.
It would flow perfectly as a sequel to the first Thunder in Paradise,
I was going to say,
no mention,
TNT.
Zero mention of his marriage or Uncle Charles or anything like that.
A recasting.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's so, because all the Dan was right. When you watch the episodes, you're even kind of like, did I skip one? And if you rented Thunder in Paradise 1 and then 2, you would think, is there a movie in the middle of these that I'm missing?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just confusing.
I mean, that was my experience. That I watched 1 and 2 and then 6 and 7, so that's exactly how I experienced this. And I was a babe in the woods. I had no idea what the fuck was going on here.
I think if you watch 3 and 4, you might be more satisfied than 6 and 7.
Yeah. Well, okay, so remind me, did they introduce that, the idea that magic exists, that voodoo magic is real between the pilot and these episodes?
They do in 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because magic is real in this world. They have prophetic dreams that come true. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's way deeper. What is it? In 5? It's 5, right?
Right. They
Strange
make zombies,
Brew.
right? Zombies are real.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Zombies exist.
It's
okay.
Serpent in the Rainbow, basically.
Yeah, you got to get deep into the lore to understand the importance of what happens in 6 and 7.
I feel so bad how lost in the woods you are.
No, it's fine.
Like whenever my wife happens upon an MCU movie. You poor lady.
I think he just has something to look forward to now, guys.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And we'll get you the rest of the episodes. You just
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime you need a Thunder in Paradise fix, you just let Karan Howard know.
I will. You'll get them all at the end of this. Don't worry.
Perfect. Thank you.
And where can people find you, Greg?
That was my next.
Oh, hey, our podcast, we're at Weekly Massacre on Instagram and Twitter. And you can find me at, L_Bandito Monco on Twitter, I think is my handle. I don't quite remember. And then at GJ Anderson 19 on Instagram. I think it's the same for Letterboxd. Letterboxd is the most active social media site I'm on, so find me there.
It's a must follow. It's a must follow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That means a lot because I spend too much time on those reviews that end up with like 3 or 4 likes ultimately. Yeah.
Yeah, I threw a like today to you.
I saw
Thunder
that.
in
Yeah.
Paradise.
I did. Yeah. Honestly, 2.5 stars for Thunder in Paradise 1 is too low. I should have bumped that up because I really did have a good time watching it. So.
Yeah, but
And you guys were spot on in your episode about it. There is something to Hulk's performance as RJ Hurricane Spencer. Like it does work.
Yeah, it's weird.
some kind of genuineness that comes through.
Some weird
I'm
ass
not joking. I was not joking when I said that line about like that was quite a hauler for a glass of water. Like that line is great, and the way he says it does flow in a way that I really enjoyed. So.
Yeah, he makes extremely lame exposition, sort of dumb, fill you in sort of lines just roll. Like he's so comfortable with it. Like, oh wow, Trelawney's care package.
Yeah.
Like,
And I wasn't being sarcastic too when I said I was impressed with that switch with Thunder Lips from like, complete just like cartoon villain to like, hey, yeah, it's just for the show, charity, Rocky, yeah, good job. Like that switch is really impressive. And it sells the joke of that scene really well. So, and Gremlins too, man. I am a fan of his so far, like his filmic appearances. I'm all for. I haven't seen Suburban Commando, so I can't speak to that. But
No Holds Barred.
I've not seen No Holds Barred yet.
What's it?
No.
Didn't he do a Mr. Nanny or something?
Yep.
Man, I had a VHS of that when I was a kid, and I probably watched it.
I probably rented Suburban Commando at least 20 times.
And is it High Noon? The fucking Three Ninjas sequel that he's in?
Oh shit.
High Noon at Mega Mountain.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Yeah. See, I'm from the tail end of like the rental era of movies. Like, I definitely had a lot of experiences in Blockbuster and Hollywood Video, but I'm a little jealous of the time where that was your only option for seeing stuff because I love video rental shit. So that atmosphere and aesthetic is what I strive for.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We can't thank you enough for being here, dude.
Yeah, I think it was great.
This was an absolute blast.
Anytime. I mean, like, it's the entire premise of this podcast is something I'm jealous of. So,
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
You get to talk about good movies on your
Yeah,
podcast, which is a good, always a fun.
You're not constrained by
yeah.
weird fucking gutter.
Look, I would just say it leads to some quality podcasting. So, keep it up. Yeah.
guys, it's called bravery and it's respected, okay? I think. Until we have to do plot and you're like, God damn it. Anyway, folks, Cron Howard has introduced a new category. We will start that next week. Cron Howard, please tell the people what's up and coming here on our hot and steamy podcast.
Yeah, that's correct, Dan. The next category is called Nate Hands or Feet, and it is movies revolving around changes, growths, augmentations to the human body. Our first film will be Vibrations from 1996, the story of a singular musician who loses both of his hands and has them replaced with robot hands.
Can't wait.
How could you not come back for that?
Please do.
How do you sit through
Seriously.
3 hours of Thunder in Paradise and not come back for Vibrations?
And ladies and gentlemen, please check out the Weekly Podcast Massacre with Greg.
Yeah.
Give them a rating, a good rating. And listen to the
Double
show
check
weekly.
before you submit. Yeah.
But I mean, that's all I got. I guess there's no other thing to say, but splash and burn.
Hanging and banging.
Just splash and burn. That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't got anything else. Splash and burn.
Oh, you are a fucking rube.